Welcome to episode 13 of the Mouse in the House podcast. Sorry for that week-long break. A lot of stuff came up for both of us. It was shout out to one of my favorite movies, A Series of Unfortunate Events, just over and over and over again. As Grizz will tell you.
Oh, it's a TV show, not a movie.
Oh yeah, it is a TV show.
Yeah.
It is. I think it is a TV show. Yeah. But like I said, one day he wasn't available, one day I wasn't available. Finals week is coming up. I still have to get my grades up to graduate. Well, my grades will be up. It'll be fine. But no. My grades are fine. A lot of my classes, it's just one big assignment, and I need to do that assignment. It's a big semester-long assignment. That's why I didn't have time.
Yeah.
But we're back. We're back for this. Will probably be out on Monday, I believe so. And we're only about a week and a half, 2 weeks away from the Vegas trip, where it'll be the first podcast that will actually be in the same room. So that'll be fun.
You think we need more than one mic for that?
Jacob said he has a shotgun mic. That should be enough.
Okay. Or something like the lighting and like the air, whatever. That's fine.
It'll be fun. It'll be fine.
Whatever. You did film too. You can do it.
Yeah. I'll bring mine. I'll bring mine just in case my road. But
I don't have any bags on my ticket, so
that's fine. Neither do I. But as always, I am your host. I'm half of your host, the house that Cammy built, and joining me is. Oh, sorry.
I am a Yaxel Lendenborg's biggest fan. Let's go, baby. We're so back.
All right.
I'm so excited for this.
Before we get started with the podcast,
you're gonna love the Thunder.
No, please.
He's such a Thunder. He's such a Thunder player, bro.
The Clippers save basketball. Let's just hope a team takes them before that. But before we get started, shout out to my guy on eBay for it finally came. It's here.
Did he make it? Or did he
he made it
there?
Take a look. It's here.
So nasty. That pose is so nasty.
I know. I didn't want to get on my knees, so I'd rather just do the Bray Wyatt.
True. Yeah. Please don't do that. Yeah.
Yeah. No. Fuck no. It's not that type of podcast, is it? No, it's not. You know what that reminds me of? Have you seen that Club 520 clip of Jeff Teague talking about the Hawks? And he's like talking about how good they're doing, and he's talking about other people who's like playing my ass. Have you seen that?
I do know, but I don't know why they were talking about that.
No, they weren't talking about that. Teague just brought it up by himself, and he said that voluntarily. He brought it on himself.
But I don't know why he brought. Why did he say that though?
Because people were saying the Hawks.
Why he said it.
People were saying that the Hawks were going to be in the play-in, so he went playing my ass. But he didn't have any pause in between that.
That's a rough one, buddy.
It is rough. But yeah, shout out to the nice jersey right here by my boy on eBay. Only $40 as well, $45, the cheapest custom jersey you could ever find on the internet.
You gonna plug them? You gonna put me on plug so I can get a Memphis Sounds jersey?
Yeah, I mean, I'll just send you I'll send you the screenshot, and I'm gonna say his name. Okay, it's JXNDEBSY on eBay, and I'm gonna send you the screenshot, and you can just put that on the screen. All right. That'll be a good plug, because I don't know how my boy did it, but look at the quality on this thing. Look at the Hardwood Classics patch. Like, this is legit right here for $45.
Putting the Hardwood Classics patch on there is really funny.
Yeah, I know. The funny thing is, because he based it off of. I mean, I'll just show you. He based it off of like the old like Hardwood Classics jerseys. You can see that, right? You can see enough. He based it off the whole Hardwood Classics pinstripes. And they have like the Hardwood Classics logo in like 2003, 2004 on our test, right? And honestly, if I knew that he was going to put the patch on here, I would have asked him to put 2026-27 Ivica Zubac on here, like it's an actual Hardwood Classics jersey. That would have been funny. But I will say, if we get that, if our pick goes number 4, I'm gonna DM him that night, and I'm gonna order a Caleb Wilson jersey, like bar none. I'm gonna get that jersey made that night so I can have it by draft day. But yeah, shout out to my boy for the jersey. Great hookup. He's gonna put his Grizz is gonna put his picture right here. Well, not his picture. We don't know what he looks like, but his profile
Yeah, I don't
picture
know
over
that.
here. But shout out to him. Shout out to the jersey, and let's get started. What do you want to talk? What do you want to talk about first?
I'm so sorry, Luca.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry, man. You don't deserve
All right.
it. You don't deserve
That's how we're getting started.
it. They did
All
my
right.
nigga dirty.
That's how we're getting started.
We
Okay.
gotta get it out the way, man. Get it out the
Okay.
way. I'm sorry,
So
man.
let me give my opinion on the 65 game rule. So when it first started, I do agree that I was for it because I don't think I was for it because of like the whole load management thing. I wasn't really like I knew that load management wasn't as big of an issue as people were making it out to be because these are NBA players. They get injured a lot. So if they can't play, they can't play, right? I was just for it
Mm-hmm.
because I wanted to see players. I didn't want like a Bill Walton thing to happen, you know? Because Bill Walton played like 58 games, got the MVP, even though like he only played 58 games. I didn't want one of those. But now that I see it, I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, I wish it was just better if voters just use common sense, you know? Like, why is it? And I don't think Luca should be the MVP. I think it's still, unfortunately, still Shea. But if Luca were the MVP, let's say we're like a unanimous type MVP, right? Let's say Shea missed got to 64 games and got injured, right? Let's say it was Shea. Um, does he just get disqualified from everything just because he played 64 games? I mean, does he get? Hold on, math break. Hold on. 60. Does he get disqualified because he played 78% of his games, which is still a good amount of games? That shouldn't be the case. If it was up to me, I just have the voters use common sense. And I mean, maybe like a 50 game, not 50, but like a 55 game, a 60 game limit would be enough. But like, even then, just have the voters use
I
common
think what this
sense.
is gonna really tell us is, are they actually gonna use the what's what I'm looking for here? Not expansions.
Exception?
Like the exclusions. You know what I mean?
Oh, the exclusions, yeah.
Are they actually gonna use like because they put in the contract like, hey, if you're hurt and there's a reason, that's if you're like, hurt seriously enough, or it's a
Yeah.
personal issue where you can't play 65, that you can still get there.
Yeah.
Like Anthony Edwards isn't gonna be on All NBA. Luca isn't gonna be on All NBA.
LeBron, well, he wasn't going to be in anyway, but, no, he wasn't going
Yeah,
to be in
bro.
anyway. Who else
LeBron,
is going to be
Jokic, it might miss it.
okay. Wemby, if he missed a couple more
Um,
games, he might miss it.
yeah, it's just like, bro, the point was to make players try.
And I mean, they have been
I
trying, and
think it
it's
was to
very
keep them from missing unnecessary games.
And it's very ironic that arguably the one guy that made the rule for Kawhi, he's gonna be on NBA first team. He will be 100%.
This is by the way, this is clearly another betting psyop. I'm sorry to say it.
No.
I'm
The
sorry.
Kalshi,
This is
the
clearly
Kalshi
another
thing for
betting
Luca,
psyop.
the Kalshi, yeah,
That
literally,
was a betting psyop. But I'm talking
yeah.
about like the 65 game rule was made because they were tired of people not
Load
playing when people
managing,
bet on them. That's the
yeah,
reason.
yeah,
Load
100%.
managing. They're acting like it's for the kids. It's not.
And I mean like and I
It's
mean
not
like
for the kids, bro.
if we're talking about the things for betting sites, the whole tanking thing as well. They don't care that much. Y'all don't care that much. I'm telling you, the league does not care that much. They only care because the betting sponsors are getting mad. And I mean, I told you earlier a few months ago that a lot of betting sites have taken teams like the Pacers and the Wizards and the Jazz off of their books because they just don't have them anymore on the betting books. And now, all of a
Yeah.
sudden, now it's becoming a problem. You saw what Adam Silver said a bunch of changes might be to the lottery. They all suck. All of them suck. They're all terrible garbage. And this guy, as stupid as he is, he might do one or two of them. He might do all of them. If you flatten the odds even more, that's just gonna lead to more teams tanking. Because I'm telling you right now, teams rarely tank. They're just bad. Teams are usually just bad, and then
the Kings just suck, bruh.
we suck.
The Kings
We suck.
try.
We suck. We suck. And I mean, we won 2 games in a row. And I don't know if that's because we want to get Pascal to 65 games for All NBA, which shout out to him, or if we want to do something else. Yeah, he might get All NBA with all these injuries. He might get it. He might get it.
He might literally get it.
Which is
so, I don't want to hate on him, but that's so nasty.
I mean, yeah, he's having a great season, but also like, man, you know.
Yeah, man, boy.
But sorry, I thought God struck me down for a second. But like I was saying, it's only really happening because of the betting sites. Like, bro, we had like bigger tanking issues earlier, like years ago. Like you could argue with like what the Spurs did, which wasn't tanking. The Thunder when they sat Al Horford because old. Remember that? You remember that?
That nigga was old.
Yeah,
hey, we thought he would have been done. To be fair, we thought it was over.
No, he was good for the Thunder though. He was a good player for the Thunder. He was playing well, and then they just sat him because
he only got a year or two left, and then he played 6 more seasons.
It's so funny. It's so funny that it's so funny that Al Horford left the Celtics because he thought they would tank with the Tatumless year, and now the team that he's on is terrible. He should have just stayed. But I mean, hindsight is a bitch, isn't it? But whatever.
Yeah, would have had him starting the first 20 games. Would have been trash. Would have sucked.
Shout out to Neemias Queta though, playing well, most improved player candidate.
My nigga. It's also I think one of the issues too with it is that the entire construct of how we view tanking teams has changed because fans have gotten smarter. So not only have they learned, hey, this is not us losing. There's hope in us losing. Generally.
Yeah.
It's not just nothing. But on top of that, that being meddling offers us nothing. I'd rather us be good.
Yeah.
And you know me, Camry. I am on the point of there's not a negative to building a winning product as consistently as you can. Especially for a city of fans that pay money to come see you.
But also the only thing worse than the one thing worse than building a losing product is building a mediocre product. You're just having your fans file in to say, "All right, guys, 40 wins this season. You know what the deal is, and you won't see us in the playoffs." Like, come on, man.
But I think and I think that like it's true that like the net ratings of teams are so much more on the opposite side of the spectrum now than they were in the last 50 to 60 years or so.
Yeah.
Well, not 50 or 60, more like 30. But
yeah, 50 70s ball.
Long.
Yeah. Shout out Dr. J.
But it's not about it's not because the league needs it. Like I was just I'm bringing this up because I'm mad about it and I gotta get my hate off. I'm sorry. This doesn't have nothing to do with this. It kind of does, but it doesn't. The NBA has never and will never be against using its media power to push for something that it wants to happen, regardless if it's good for its fans or not.
Absolutely.
They did it with anti-tanking.
They did it with Chris Paul.
They did it with Chris Paul. And the most recent example, this is the 4th time, probably 5th, marked with LeBron 5th, that I've heard in the last 2.5 weeks people talking about moving Memphis to Nashville.
Yeah. I was gonna ask you about that.
But NBA personalities and like mouthpieces. Now, I want to say off rip, you will not hear me say this often. Shout out Stephen A. Smith and Kendrick Perkins for not being stupid once.
Stephen A. Stephen A. To give him credit, he actually has defended Memphis a few times. So in the past as well. So good on him. And that's where the credit ends.
My thing with this, And Kendrick Perkins has liked Memphis like forever. So
Yeah.
I'm not gonna
He's from he's from Beaumont, Texas. I'm not surprised.
Yeah. But obviously, Memphis is not a high value market. None of us are gonna sit here and lie to you and say that. I'm not about to sit here and tell you that Memphis is the place to build your NBA team. That's not what I'm saying. There's 3 things people don't talk about. I feel like the whole reason this is coming up is that originally Nashville wants another team. Because just being honest with you, sports teams bring in so much money. They just do. And Nashville has the Predators.
That's why Vegas is getting one. They don't care about basketball. They just care about money.
Nashville is has a football team. It's the Titans, right? Which they don't support as much as you think they do, by the way, but whatever. They support the Predators pretty good. They run a lot of concert stuff there. They want a third team there, either a baseball team or a basketball team. They lost out on the expansion bid because Las Vegas needed a team, and Seattle got the most "we're sorry" and Seattle got the most apology thing that they're ever going to get. Let's just be honest. Not because I don't think Seattle deserves it. They definitely do.
Here, bro, damn.
Saying. It's literally a here, bro, damn. It literally is.
Well, you can say what it actually is.
Yeah. Here, nigga, damn. But now the task is turned to, okay, we can't get an expansion team because there's no way they're expanding 2 times in 10 years. Like that ship has sailed.
Nah, never.
So now we have to get Memphis to move. That's the closest team who's going through the toughest time, who doesn't have a good history. Just get them to move.
Do you think part of it is because of Sam Altman, Peter Thiel, and the AI centers and shit? Do you think part of it is because of that?
No, because the tech companies prior to what I think people actually believe, and I hate AI. Don't get this twisted. But tech people coming down to Memphis and putting a bunch of money into something helps Memphis's economy. Does it help their water or my livelihood? No, because I don't ever touch that money. But like for rich billionaires, that's just a positive.
And that's what the NBA cares about. That's what the NBA cares about, the rich billionaires.
The issue is that Nashville's developing a Las Vegas Republican ideal where it's just neon kind of cowboy stuff, just kind of drinking and doing nothing.
Shit that you're not interested in.
Players have complained. Yeah. And players have complained about Memphis before. It's Memphis. But what you'll notice is the difference in how they talk about Memphis to a Sacramento, to an Oklahoma City, to
same problems.
To a Portland.
Same problems.
We have a team in Boston. That is not hating, not because I don't think Boston's a big market. I'm just saying we have a team in Boston.
Indiana. Just a state. Today. Just a state.
I had an argument with a friend today, and I feel like he was rage baiting me. But I was talking about how I feel like, as a Memphis fan of sports, Memphis has supported college sports very well, and our teams have been historically doo-doo butt garbage. Okay. We've struggled to keep pro infrastructure because a team will come there because they see us care about sports, but it's not a good infrastructure for a billionaire to build on. You know what I mean? Because Memphis, like the reason that Memphis won't move to Nashville, the reason why this is being so pushed is, I don't know if you know this, Cammy. I actually discovered it, I think maybe a couple months ago. The owner of the Grizzlies, in his contract, I believe, don't quote me on this, but I believe so. If he attempts to relocate the Grizzlies, he has to sell the team for 25% of what he bought it for.
Trade kicker. They gave him a trade kicker.
Trade kicker, literally. So the goal I feel like is about to happen is, let's have all these NBA personas push down the price of the Grizzlies so that the owner will sell it to one of these tech AI company bros, have them move the team to Nashville, and have Memphis be the fodder city. And I just, it's just so
jobber
nasty
city.
to see people talk down. Yeah, it's just so nasty to see people talk down to a city that I feel like does not deserve it.
It's just, I'm not gonna lie. Another reason why a lot of people talk down about it is because it's predominantly black. Let's just be honest. That's why a lot of people talk shit about it, because it's predominantly black. And I mean, as you know, me being from one of the blacker cities in America, I mean, Atlanta's literally called Wakanda. Memphis is one of those as well. I mean, wouldn't you say Memphis is one of the blackest cities in America? Bar none.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah. So
Bar none is hilarious.
I mean,
okay, yeah.
I mean, hey. But it's bigger than black and white though. But the thing is, like, and Memphis doesn't have the PR that an Atlanta has, where we have like Black Wall Street and shit like that. Memphis is just like,
yeah.
Memphis is unfortunately seen as like ghetto Atlanta. We're like, we're like, oh, that's where the poor black people go. And I'm paraphrasing here. It's not me saying it.
Yeah.
It's not me saying it. Do not quote me out of context.
Clip.
But don't clip me. Don't clip me. Don't clip me. But
Memphis
you know
is
what I
seen
mean, though.
as like the.
Am I wrong?
Memphis is a blue collar town, a hard worker kind of town, but it's
working
viewed
class.
Like it's viewed. A nigga tried to tell me, Cammy. A nigga tried to tell me today that the picture of a good city for a team is a place like Baltimore. I don't dislike Baltimore.
No,
I love Baltimore. I'm happy
Baltimore's
for their fans.
way worse
I'm happy
than
for their
Memphis.
people.
Baltimore's way worse. Fuck no.
Now keep in mind, Baltimore's mayor, love that guy to death. He's making Baltimore a way better place. I'm very happy for the progress he's made. Shout out my nigga. However, what in the tar nation makes Baltimore different from Memphis at all? Besides the fact that Memphis is isolated. That is the one thing that Memphis doesn't have. It's screwed up over everything else. The state of Tennessee does not like Memphis.
Yeah.
Maryland loves Baltimore. The DMV loves Baltimore.
Baltimore blends in with Maryland more than Memphis blends into Tennessee, unfortunately. I mean, again, people see a bunch of working class black people trying to get it how they live, and they hate it. It's just the way the world is. It's just the way America is. It sucks, but I mean, I wish I could change it. I wish if I had a genie, I wish I could change it. But unfortunately, I mean, they do the same shit to my people. So, you know. Fuck you, Pete Hegseth. Yeah. We're going there today. Yeah, is this the woke cast? This is the woke cast. I mean, honestly, is fuck Pete Hegseth even woke at this point? It's just normal. What?
I'm probably gonna have to cut this out. But what the joke I was about to make, I was gonna have to cut out the podcast.
Oh my god! Wait, do you want me to stop? I need you to say it.
No. I'm gonna text you what I was gonna say.
Yeah. Text me. Yeah. I'm waiting right now.
Is a
intermission. Yeah, we can't say that yet. Not yet.
Yeah, we can't say
but shout out to them. Shout out to them though. Shout out to them.
You don't know who we're saluting, but salute.
Yeah, shout out to them. Bro. Shout out to them. But anyways, like I was saying, I mean, for a league as predominantly black as the NBA, and for
the whole reason I was doing that, by the way, that I was on that whole spiel.
Yeah.
I was saying that, like, the reason I went on that whole spiel, by the way, was I was saying that the NBA is not above propaganda.
No,
they're just not.
I mean, have you seen? Okay, do you know who Jeff Pearlman is?
I do.
Okay, he made a really good video recently about like the white goon in the NBA, like the old school like white big men who would just beat up like you know what I mean?
Yeah, I figured.
Like a Bill Wennington, like those guys. And he said that the strategic placement of the white goon, which it had a different meaning back then. The strategic placement of the white goon was to change was to like keep the hierarchy of the NBA as yes, predominantly black, but have one white guy on every team that white guys can identify with. Keep up the structure, so to speak. And even like back in the day,
keep a
like token white guys, like just every team has a token white guy. They didn't have to be good.
Yeah.
And it's different now because you could argue that teams have token white guys now, but those white guys are good at something. Like the whole
teams have gotten away less black in the last 20 years. Like not in terms of actual race, but in terms of like cultural representation.
Yeah. But the median of talent has gone up. So if you're a white player, you can't just get in there because you're white. You have to be good at something.
You have to be good.
Like
multiple things. You can't even just be good at shooting anymore.
Yeah, like the
you
Alex
have to
Caruso,
at least be able to dribble or something.
Like I'm old enough to remember when the Alex Caruso thing was just a joke, when he was just a white guy on the Lakers bench who just dunked sometimes, and that was his whole appeal in 2019 when he was just that guy who got the putback against the Warriors. But then they kept him, and he's a really good defender. That's why he's still in the league. And now Caruso's more known as a dirty player than as a token white guy. It's funny, isn't it? Or even a guy like Scalabrine, who would not have a job in today's NBA. Fuck no, he wouldn't. Because Scalabrine was a good shooter, but he wasn't good at anything else. He was a below-average athlete, not a good defender, not good at anything else. Scalabrine wouldn't have a job in today's league. And if you compare him to somebody like Baylor Shireman blows him out of the water because Baylor Shireman is a rotation player on a championship contender. So the median of talent has gone up.
You could not have what was the center on the Atlanta Hawks when Dominique was there?
Fucking John Koncak. John Koncak.
Yeah, you cannot have a John Koncak on your team right now.
That
means you're bad.
Yeah. The last remnant of just a goon on a team that a good team was probably James Johnson, right? James Johnson, but the thing with James is that when playoff rotation shortened, he wasn't going to be in the lineup anyway, and he's not in the league anymore. Yeah. He's gone, so that's kind of gone. I mean, we don't have a use for James Johnson.
I was working on that article about enforcers. One of the things I was talking about was that for the first, I think, 10 to 20 years of the enforcer being a clear role, you did not have to be good at anything.
No, you didn't. You just had to be big. You had to be big, strong.
You had to be big.
You had to be big and strong. I mean,
in that era, that mattered a lot more because there was no spacing, and
you needed
someone
you have to consider. You have to consider, like, back then teams would have, because most of the best players in the league were big men, so teams needed like 4 centers on their roster just to foul Shaq or foul Patrick
Bill
Ewing.
Cartwright was on the Bulls, and that was their.
No. Cartwright was good.
Longley.
Cartwright was good. He was a former All-Star. Cartwright was good. He was good at things. Longley, not even Longley. No, Will Perdue. Talk about Will Perdue. Bill Wennington. Those 2 guys. Dickie Simpkins. Yeah, Dickie Simpkins. Yeah.
What does John Sally do?
John Sally, John Sally's so weird because John Sally's up there as one of the most talented goons in NBA history. But
man, this is so funny.
Man, it's a good conversation. It's a good conversation piece. Would you consider
so funny.
Would you consider Birdman Anderson like a goon or an enforcer? He was good at things. He had a role. He was talented. What are we saying about Birdman Anderson?
I think what makes you a goon inherently is that your number one job is to goon.
Okay, so
this is a crazy conversation. But like Chris Anderson's number one goal wasn't necessarily to scare you.
No.
He actually had an intentional job.
Block shots.
Like he actually had a thing. He just did that because he was scary. Like
okay, but say like But say like you put Jason Collins out there. Jason Collins, what the fuck was he gonna do other than foul Shaq? What was Jason Collins gonna do? Like, I wonder how the fuck was Jason Collins a starting center on two NBA Finals teams? How? Like, doesn't that boggle your mind?
Do you consider Juwan Howard an enforcer?
No. Well, post 2005, post 2006, Juwan Howard. Post 2006, Juwan Howard, yes, because he didn't do anything after that. But
like even the picture of enforcers Dennis Rodman is clearly good at
he's
stuff.
not an no, he's not an no. I mean, you can be an enforcer. This is a good conversation, by the way. You can be an enforcer, but you can be good at things. But I think to be a strict enforcer, again, Bill Wennington. Why was he on the floor to throw elbows?
But I'm saying the position of enforcer changed from 1978 to 2000 to 1999.
You can
decade happens.
You can directly correlate the change of what an enforcer is to the importance of the big man in the NBA. There's a direct correlation. Absolutely, there is. Like from when the league
you're saying we're on a goon increase because the big man is more important in the game today than it was in 2018.
I think going forward, there will be more players that will be in the league just to elbow Wemby or just to throw a cheap shot at Jokic.
You think someone's going to drive Mara just because Wemby's out there? It's like, hey, go get that.
Yes. That's literally what I'm saying. Why do you think Why do you think Boban was in the league for so long?
Nigga was in there, dude.
I mean, come on. Yeah, Boban was in the league because,
in spite of himself, he's like an anti-goon.
The thing with Boban, the thing with Boban that I like so much is that up until arguably maybe 2021, Boban was good. He was a good player.
Yeah, he was actually a good basketball player.
Boban was actually statistically one of the most dominant players in NBA history whenever he was on the floor. Whenever he's on the floor, his team's net rating would skyrocket. But I think at some point after he got injured a little bit, he just started going on fodder teams. He was on that Houston Rockets team before they were really good. And his last highlight in the NBA was missing a free throw on purpose during a close game. Which is hilarious.
He said, I got you.
He said, I got you. Hilarious.
For me, I think one of the clear examples of the enforcer changing was it went from mostly centers to mostly forwards.
Yeah.
It went from those guys to Ron Artestas to James Johnson's. I know Johnson's way later, but that era type of player.
I mean, okay. End of career Ron Artest, post 2011 Ron Artest.
But even a Rasheed Wallace was way better than what an enforcer usually is. But he, as a player, would you argue that Ben Wallace is the enforcer of that team or Rasheed Wallace? Let's have a conversation.
Okay. Let's talk about Sheed a little bit. Sheed's one of my favorite players of all time. You know this. And his career arc is so interesting. In Portland, Sheed was an enforcer. Yes, he was. He was an enforcer. Yeah. But you could argue that whole damn team was made of enforcers. Right?
Yeah, it was niggas that wanted to hurt you.
Look. It was. I mean, what were they called?
Niggas. I'm surprised. I know they're called the Jailblazers. I call them the nigga blazers. They were just coming there to kill something. I don't care.
If you look at the team, you have Rasheed Wallace. You have Dale Davis. Dale Davis, just a big, strong dude. He got a job. He got it
built.
Dale Davis got an all-star appearance off of being a big, strong dude who grabbed rebounds and dunked a lot. Dale Davis, you had Arvydas Sabonis, who is the main reason why the soft hero white guy archetype started dying down. That motherfucker would elbow you in the face and then laugh at you.
Arvydas was not playing. Arvydas was not playing.
Especially end of career Sabonis when his knee stopped working and he could legally. Did you know he could legally qualify for a handicap spot, a handicapped parking spot when he was in the league?
I bet so.
Yeah. That point, Sabonis was in I have nothing to lose mode. If you fuck with me, I am literally 10 times more popular than you overseas. I will just go back to Russia. Try to fuck with me if you can. You've seen the stories about Sabonis in practice, right? He was not to be fucked with.
Yeah, that nigga sick.
But it was that whole team. Nigga, but when I think honestly, Sheed got humbled with the Atlanta saga. You know, when he went to Atlanta and then a day later he got traded back to Portland. When he went to Portland, I think Larry Brown was the coach,
You
so
mean the
you know he
Pistons?
wasn't playing that shit. Yeah. The Larry
Man,
Brown was not
Larry
playing that
Brown's a nigga
shit.
he don't
He
play.
was
That nigga don't
not.
play either.
Larry Brown tamed Allen Iverson. He was not going to fuck around with Rasheed
Larry
Wallace.
Brown and Larry Brown is such an interesting guy because he's one of those coaches that just wouldn't work today. Like it'd be so hard to convince a star to play under him because that nigga was not playing. This is not a game to me. This is my livelihood.
I mean, people say like, "Oh, the Knicks playing under Tibbs, it's so bad." No, watch him play under Larry Brown. They would quit.
Here's a good example. I had a talk with a coworker today. Shout out my nigga Todd, man. Where something he said was he was not actually shout him out because he was actually hating on my generation of people, but that's not the point. But he was talking about how he's a coach. He coaches lacrosse, and he was talking about how like you can tell that kids now have lost the ability to be like hardly coached because they've learned the ability to just leave.
AAU. That's AAU culture.
AAU basketball kind of idea. I can just leave. I'll just go somewhere else. Right?
Yeah.
But what made that like the Larry Brown type of coach really good was that Larry Brown's whole thing is like, hey man,
Larry Brown,
it's either my way or the highway, nigga.
Larry Brown was the closest thing to like an actual like college type coach. Like what's the chair thrower? Indiana, IU chair throw. Bobby Knight. Bobby Knight. Larry Brown is the closest thing to like a Bobby Knight type figure in the NBA. And Bobby Knight would not work in the NBA. Bobby Knight would get punched in the face if he tried that in the NBA.
Todd said this statement. It was a really good quote. He said, and players now go from AAU basketball where they can just switch whenever they want to and kind of do whatever they want to. And then in the 2000s or whatever, like in college basketball before all NIL stuff happened, they would go to college and play for a guy who this is how he puts food on his table.
Yeah.
Is wins. If y'all don't get me 20 wins and an Elite 8 berth,
we're not eating.
I'm losing.
We're not eating. We're not eating. That's why.
So I'm going to coach you like it's life or death because it is.
That's why I really would have liked to see how the Lakers would have done under Danny Hurley. I would have loved to see that.
That would have been a whole DeAndre Ayton under Hurley would have been so funny.
Yeah. Yeah.
Come here. You gonna grab a board.
But like I was saying with Sheed, we're getting carried off topic. I think when he went to Detroit, Larry Brown probably sat him down and he's like, "Hey, that shit's not flying over here." And credit to Rasheed, he did this incredible thing, which I credit him because a lot of players do it nowadays. Instead of expressing himself on the court by just like doing this and all the stuff, he just talked about it after the game. Because I'll get fined, but my team won't get hurt because I can still play. That's where we get teams played hard. That's all he said for the whole conference.
Yep.
But if you watch the Malice of the Palace, he was the one trying to keep everything down. She was actually the mediator in the Malice of the Palace. He was there with his headband ripped off. He was like, guys, calm the fuck down. And then later on, when the pit, so yes, Ben was the enforcer on that team. It was Ben and it was McDice. Ben and Antonio McDice later on were the enforcers.
That's what I had on my list when I was doing I have a Google sheet where I'm building it from scratch, which sucks, but I have a bunch of enforcers' names and I have their years playing the NBA.
Yeah.
And then like win shares and then like net rating, that sort of stuff. I'm trying to pinpoint how clear of a tangible statistical impact can an enforcer have?
Yeah.
Like, can I make the argument statistically?
Their enforcers are typically
that doesn't average that many can be
enforcers are typically not good offensive players or they don't have a big offensive role. Ben Wallace, McDice. But the thing with Sheed is as he got older and as the Pistons got worse, you could see him get grumpier and grumpier in real time. Like when he went to the Celtics, he was that old, no fucks given, go to hell Rasheed Wallace that we had in Portland. You know what his last act was as a Boston Celtic and his last act in the NBA for a few years? It was the end of Game
What?
7 of the 2010 finals, and his last act as a player was asking to go in the referee's locker room because he just wanted to talk. That's how Rasheed Wallace's career ended for 3 years. And then he had the New York tenure where he was an enforcer, but he was like a big teddy bear. He was like, man, he's not gonna yell at us. Fucking Rasheed Wallace. He's
Yeah,
gonna come
he's
off the bench, hit a three, and
cool.
say ball don't lie. Yeah. But yeah, that's what I love about
And
Rasheed Wallace.
what changed about enforcers is that they got slowly better. First, they got better defensively, like tangibly defensively better. Like
Not just that. Not just
yeah,
that.
like actual block, steals, rebounds better. Like
Yeah.
I don't want to use block percentages, steal percentages early, but whatever. And shout out Data Baller. And then they got better offensively. I think that we saw in the 2010s. I think we saw players like Zach Randolph. We saw players like DeMarcus Cousins. We saw players like Draymond Green. We saw players like these players that were still bigs, that were still forwards and or centers, but they were offensively important to the role, which meant that they actually couldn't enforce that much. Because
No.
if you enforce too much, you're out the game, or you have too many fouls.
I think the biggest and that's why credit to Blake Griffin. He didn't do that shit. He didn't try to be an enforcer because Blake was just
Yep.
like, my team needs me too much. I'm gonna leave that to Ryan Hollins. I'm gonna leave that to Reggie Evans. I'm gonna leave that to Big Baby Davis, even though nobody was scared of Big Baby. But you know what I mean.
Nobody's scared of Big Baby. Niggas
I
named Big
think
Baby. We're not scared of you.
I think the biggest overlap of a player being an enforcer and also being good is probably KG. It's probably KG. Like KG,
Yeah.
bar none, is probably like Minnesota KG is probably the biggest overlap of somebody being good at basketball and being an enforcer. Because KG was just an asshole, but also him being an asshole fueled him to be such a great player. If Kevin Garnett was a nice guy, he would not be as good of a player as he was. That's just the truth. If Kevin Garnett was a hi, how are you type guy, if Kevin Garnett had the personality of Tim Duncan, he would not be like as great as he was. It's just it's funny to say, but it's just true. If Kevin Garnett was a nice guy, he would not be. He might not even. He wouldn't be one of the greatest players of all time because his play style wouldn't allow it. The way I feel about Kevin Garnett is the same way I feel about Low Key. You know Low Key, right?
Yeah.
The wrestler. We're going into
funny, actually.
we're going to
yeah.
we're going into wrestling talk. But Low Key, I always see people talk about Low Key like, man, what if he just behaved himself? What if he just did this? What if he just did that? You guys fail to realize if Low Key behaved himself, he wouldn't be Low Key. He'd just be a dude on the indies. Like
Yeah. Low Key's whole thing is
it's
that
just he's
I'm
insane. He's insane. Like they're
Yeah.
like they're like, what if Low Key didn't knock out that wrestler with one kick? You know, you said the start of the match where he just knocks the dude out. That was Low Key. If there's a clip to define Low Key, it's that clip. That clip is why he's
When
so
you see a
popular.
nigga on the other side of the match doing
Yeah, bro,
nigga,
get out, leave,
hey,
leave the ring,
just
leave
bro.
the.
Just leave this nigga about to kill you.
Yeah. Yeah, bro, if low key being insane is why he's so much remembered now, why he was such a big star in the Indies, and also why he didn't amount to shit in WWE. Like, come on, man, you can't be doing that. Also, question: would you rather be in a life or death situation with low key or Bruiser Brody?
I'm going to hell either way.
Yeah,
So
that's a death or death situation. That's a death or death
yeah,
situation.
man. It's low key Bruiser Brody or New Jack. Who you taking?
I mean, maybe if you offer, honestly, if you offer New Jack cocaine, then he might be fine with it. He might like you. So then maybe I'll go New Jack just because of that. Maybe I'll go New Jack just because of that. New Jack, we could go beat up white boys together. Oh man,
Beat up white boys together with New Jack. Heck yeah, man.
Man, what were we talking?
So
Yeah.
me and this is gonna be a really weird drop I'm about to add here to this, by the way. But me and this guy are doing a universe mode where we did like a whole draft. And when I went to go do the draft, I was trying to figure out how to set up what I wanted my what's it calls to be my tag teams, right?
Yeah.
I know we're kind of getting to wrestling talk. We're gonna come back to basketball, but I just need to get this out because I'm
We'll,
thinking
we'll
about
get to wrestling at the end. We'll get to wrestling at the end. Unfortunately.
But for my show, there's there's 3 tag teams. You want to hear them? There's 3 stables. You ready?
Yeah.
There's 3-6 Mafia,
Okay.
which is Angelo Dawkins, Big E, Mark Henry, Jay Cargill, and JBL.
Okay.
It's I have the TKO establishment, which is The Rock, Nia Jax, Abyss, Obafemi, and New Jack.
Why Obafemi and New Jack? I get the other ones, but why Obafemi and New Jack?
In my head, right? The Rock is the TKO executive who pays Oba as his Oba and Abyss as his paid monsters to go do stuff, and New Jack as his wild card.
Okay. And
New
what's
Jack
the third
is the
one?
counter to a J, and then I have the United Kingdom, which is just Sheamus, Nick Aldis, William Regal, Grayson Waller, Cesaro.
Oh, so just the League of Nations. Okay. Just the League of Nations.
WWE 12, yes.
Nice. Okay. Yeah, that works. I got to start playing 2K more often. They actually made it playable for y'all, especially.
They did.
Shout out to
What do you
2K
mean?
for
Yeah,
that.
what?
Well,
What do you mean?
y'all, as in the people who don't grind for like 2 hours to go to level 40, because y'all don't got time for that.
Yeah, absolutely.
But let's get back to basketball talk. We'll get to wrestling at the end. We'll circle back to wrestling.
How long is this recording so far? Can I ask you that?
46 minutes. Good time.
46 minutes. Dang, we got a whole tournament to do. Golly, man.
We'll be fine. Okay.
Do you?
So
Before we wait. We're gonna cut this out. We're gonna cut this out.
Okay.
But do you want to do this and the wrestling talk, and then we just we'll just record the tournament part separate?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Before we get started, let's talk about Jaden Ivey real quick, because I need your opinion as a Christian, as a Christian man who is also queer, and what he said about those type of people. I need your opinion on that, because man, these people, they be taking, and Muslims do it too. They be taking these holy books and they be making them mean whatever the hell they want it to mean. And me, I consider myself somewhat religious. I'm not as religious as a lot of my friends. I'm maybe not as religious as I'd like to be, but I'm religious enough. I passed the threshold. But with people like Jaden Ivey, who just go around, and it's very clear you don't care about what the pastors say. Well, what the good pastors say. Maybe you care about what's that one white pastor who's like really scary? The guy with the eyes. He's like, and don't you ever say that he did. Kenneth Coleman.
But that could be a lot of people.
Kenneth Coleman.
It could be like
wait. You know this guy. I know 100%. I know 1,000,000%. You know this guy. You know this guy.
I like when you name a name and you go.
This Kenneth Coleman. This guy.
Yeah, I'm familiar with that.
Yeah. This guy. Fuck televangelist. I'll say that. Fuck televangelist. Piece of shit. Pieces of shit.
It's trash.
I mean, I don't know much. I don't know much about a lot of pastors, but I know Joel Osteen is a piece of shit. Is that correct? Is that correct?
I feel the same way. Yes.
Yeah, because Joel Osteen, like when there was a hurricane in like 2017, I forgot, like Hurricane Irma, I think he said that he's gonna allow people in his church for shelter, but then he didn't, and like he just barricaded his church off, and like. You have all these televangelists, Immortal Technique said it, bro. Governments claim religious, but their heart is empty. Like a televangelist preaching out of his Bentley. It's that simple, bro. Like, y'all are out here preaching from these expensive cars and wearing these expensive clothes. And, the Drewski skit. Why am I wearing Christian Louboutin red bottoms? Because I'm a Christian and I walk in the blood of Jesus. Amen. It's literally that. It's literally that all over again. Like, I don't get how y'all have so much smoke for gay people, for shit like, you know, how y'all love that country so much, you know, but y'all don't want to feed the poor, Y'all don't want to feed the homeless. Because you could ask Jaden Ivey, hey, what do you think about feeding the poor? Do you think that we should have a food bank? Do you think we should feed the people? Do you think we should bring the people closer to God by, going in this church and doing a giveaway, doing a turkey drive, donating money? If you want to dedicate your life to the Lord, then put some money in the community. Go to your community and put some money there instead of harassing people in planes on Instagram Live and potentially getting kicked out of JetBlue Airlines. Like, what are you doing, bro? What are you doing as a man, as a religious person? What are you doing? Look yourself in the mirror and ask yourself if you really want to do this. What do you think?
This is not a conversation about what religion's right or wrong.
No, it's not.
This is a
Because we don't.
conversation about
Because if we're being honest, every religion is a theory. Every religion is a theory. We fucking know. We weren't there. We don't know. We're just going with what we think is true, and we're just going and hoping it's the right one. So continue.
it's a Jay Knight has been religious his entire career.
Yes, he has.
He's always been clearly religious, more vocal about it than others. Um, the NBA is mostly Christian. The world is mostly Christian,
White Christian.
whether by choice or not, but mostly Christian.
Oh yeah. We're not gonna talk about like the slave ships and all that stuff. I've heard about those. Yeah.
This is not the same. What sucks, I really blame Shams a lot for how this is going.
Yeah.
Because
Where Shams was like he was dropped from the team for his comments and only his comments, and then we later found out that he was being a nuisance to the team in general, and he was doing all this
yeah,
shit a long time
this
ago.
isn't a conversation about he's religious and he believes in his beliefs. This is a conversation about a guy harassing teammates, ref officials,
Reporters.
reporters with just manic episode after manic episode
He has
as he
issues. He's going
spirals.
through. He's going through
He
an
has
episode.
a problem.
Yeah.
And you gotta keep in mind, like, I think Pierre said this. Shut up, Pierre. I think Pierre said this. We do not understand as regular fans, even if we're locked in the NBA, what it must be like to devote your life to a thing and only one thing. Be one of the best ever at it
In the
for
world, yes.
21 plus years and look in the face of a world where you can't do that anymore.
Yeah, I
Because
was
let's be
gonna
honest,
say
Jaden
this.
Ivey wasn't going to be on the Bulls next year anyway.
I was gonna say this. I was gonna say that some Pistons fans were tweeting about this. They're like that one injury that he had, that leg injury that he had, it fucked him up. It made him not as good of a player anymore because he was trending upwards before the injury, wasn't he? He was getting
Yeah,
good. He was shooting well, I
yeah,
remember. But then he had that injury, and then he was, a fringe player. Then he went to the Bulls, and like we don't know, next year he might have just like been on a prove it deal with a random team.
yeah,
Would you think this would be happening if he was still a good player if he didn't get injured? I don't think so. He wouldn't have time to do it.
yeah. This is a manic episode that is being trolled about, that is being made jokes about, which I don't respect either. Like, this nigga's clearly not okay. It's not even about the fact it's not the fact that he's Christian. Niggas in the NBA are Christian. It's not the fact that he's Christian. It's the fact that he's harassing people under the guise of Christianity that
Literally
is a
acting like
problem.
a televangelist. Literally acting like a televangelist.
One of the things I say about when people ask me about my political views that are associated with religion is that I say a lot of times that I'm a Christian who cares about people
Yeah.
first, but I am for the destruction of the Christian
Patriarchy and the way
the
it's
Christian
constructed.
patriarchal ideation.
I
I am
understand that.
against the Christian infrastructure. There's so much money and time that people who need help, people that go to a religion or God for help, and their money is taken and tithes are paid to do stuff that has nothing to do with pushing God's word forward, that has nothing to do with actually being
And it's not just Christians. It's not just Christians.
It's not just Christians.
It's Muslims. Muslims do this. Jewish people do this. A lot of other religions do this. You know, every
Because
sect.
At the end of the day,
every sect of religion has a sect of individualism and this superiority complex where you feel like because you are a part of a religion, you are a better person than this person. And it's not good. And honestly, that same thing happens in Islam with like the different tribes of Islam, you know, Shia, Sunni Muslims. There's a lot of infighting within the Ummah where I'm like, y'all have these views, y'all have these views. We're Muslim at the end of the day. Why can't we just put our views aside? We pray in the same masjid. We both pray in the same masjid. We both fast for Ramadan. We both avoid drugs, all that stuff. We can agree on that. Like, you agree on my views, I disagree on your views. It doesn't matter. We don't know. We weren't with the Sahaba. We weren't with the Prophet, bro. Like, for all we know, none of this shit can matter. Like, I'm sorry that I have to say it, but I have to say it. You know, why are we sitting here arguing about this world where we don't fucking know where we're going to end up? You know, it scares me at the end of the day.
I think the big thing that we have to remember is that the whole point of sports, besides being a chip for billionaires, is community. That is
bring people
point.
Together. Bring people, because there are, and you see this in wrestling. There are people who, God bless their souls, but they would not be anywhere without basketball.
There are people out here who would not be able without wrestling.
Yeah,
we are two niggas in this call right now that would not have met had we both had one of us not liked basketball or wrestling, specifically more nichely basketball games and wrestling games specifically.
To stream about it, and one was watching them.
We are two people from two different cities, two different religions, two different ethnicities,
races,
completely different lives that were connected by one string, which is basketball
and wrestling.
The focus on the reporting on this Jaden Ivey situation has had nothing to do with basketball.
Yeah, no, it hasn't. And
at all.
And I'm going to say this too. All you like right-wing Christian grifter podcast bros that are just latching on. No. Let me look. Come on, man. Come on.
You're right. All
you right-wing Christian podcast bros who are only hanging on to Jaden Ivey because he said Steph Curry's not a real Christian, or that gay people are bad, or all this. If that man, unfortunately, God forbid, I don't want this to happen. If that man unfortunately has his episode and does something, y'all will not be there to support him. Y'all will not be there to support his family. Y'all will not be there in the time when that brother is in need. Him showing up on all these podcasts, all this shit. You know, I just hope that he knows that these people are using him, because it's really sad. It's like what happened with Kanye. It's literally what happened with Kanye, where Kanye was doing this under the guise of religion, and people were enabling. FD Signifier said this in one of his Kanye videos. Did you notice that when Kanye was doing his Nazi media tour and, you know, talking to Piers Morgan and Tucker Carlson and Alex Jones, you notice he only talked to one black person the whole time, and it was Nori of the Drink Champs? You remember that? And then after that, he didn't talk to no more black people. He said black people washed their hands of Kanye. They didn't want to associate with him anymore because Kanye didn't want to associate with them, in his opinion. And like, it's the thing, like when these Kanye, this Jaden Ivey, Kai Jones, which thankfully he's doing better now, you know, these people, when they need fucking AJ Griffin, maybe even AJ Griffin. We haven't seen AJ Griffin in fucking forever. God knows what happened to that guy. When these people need help and they hopefully snap out of this manic episode that they're in, who's going to be there to help them? Nobody. Their family might be like, nah, bro, you're weird. We don't want to associate with you. Their friends might have abandoned them. All these right-wing people, these Christian, conservative, these folks, They're going to be like, "Oh, we got our use for you. You're just a little napkin that we use. Now we're going to throw away into the trash." Now we don't need you anymore. We use you as our black representation. We use you as our athlete representation. We use you for all of this. And now we're just going to throw you to the curb. I really feel bad because this is just another cycle of black people being used by the greater media, the greater Christian media, the greater white media, the greater, you know what I mean. It's just a cycle of black people being used over and over. And they do it with us too. Not just black, they do it with us too. How many times have you seen the biggest joke that I have is of all the white supremacists today, none of them are white. None of them are white. It's
All of them
Mexicans. It's Mexicans, it's black people, it's brown people, it's some Asians, it's no white, because and I say we as minorities, we're doing their job for them, and it's really a shame. And I just hope that one day, whether it be today, whether it be tomorrow, whether it be next week, whether it be next month, Jaden Ivey wakes up and he's like, maybe I burnt that bridge, but at this point I need to turn around, denounce all these other people and be like, hey, if I want to go teach Christ, go talk to a pastor, go to a church, go put your money into the community. Stop hating, stop spreading the gospel in the form of hate. Because if you spread the gospel in the form of hate and you think people are going to want to read your book, it's not going to happen. Because when you talk condescendingly to people, they're going to immediately go on the defensive and they're not going to want anything to do with you. If I, as a gay person, right, say I am gay, if I, as a gay atheist, say, yeah, the opposite of who I am, but I, as a, yeah. I mean, listen, this is what we're talking about when both our teams suck. And we're in this part of the NBA season. But say I, as a gay atheist, get lectured by a Christian conservative nationalist, whatever that, I don't know what these people be calling themselves. But say I get lectured as that person, they're saying you existing is a sin towards God. I didn't choose to be gay. I didn't choose to like dick. What do you want me to do? Well, what do you want me to do? You want conversion therapy, bro? You know what conversion therapy is? Mental torture. That's what they did to.
I'm so glad we're talking. We've mentioned conversion therapy just for now because you can even see it in what we're doing to trans people as a country right now.
Oh my God, bro!
How we're demonizing trans people for no reason.
Yeah,
for no reason. They make up 1%
they just exist.
of our population.
They just exist.
They literally just exist. It doesn't matter. We have publicly ridiculed people that have done plastic surgery and never touched them. All of a sudden, because people have and I'm looking for the word here. Oh my God, I'm tired. Not autonomy. No, autonomy of their own bodies. Especially in a time where younger people that are young are not having children. You're taking the autonomy away from women, from just people to force feed us into being an uneducated group that can only
trad
make
wives.
babies. And that's it.
They want women to be trad wives and only trad wives.
And the thing about the Jaden Ivey stuff is very similar to me about how I feel about AJ Griffin. Pretty similar to me how I feel about a lot of these other religious spirals. Is the reason that cults are effective is because they make you say things that are insane. They are isolating in nature. They isolate you from everybody else. People don't want to associate with you, and then they'll tell you, "Hey, that's the reason." Like they don't accept you like we do.
Yeah,
like you're special here. When that was the plan for the whole time.
Yep.
Like AJ Griffin went and donated to some some crypto site or some weird site. I'm not gonna be surprised in 2 years later he's broke. And that's not me hoping that for him. That's not me saying that I want that for him. That's just that's how it goes.
Have you watched Mad Max before?
Yeah, I'm familiar with Mad Max.
Are you familiar with the War Boys from Mad Max? you might know where I'm going here. The War Boys' only existence in Mad Max was just to serve Immortan Joe and just to do his bidding, right? And in the movies, you see like these like clips of like brotherhood between them because they just have each other. They just have each other, and because they just have each other enabling each other's behavior, and they have Immortan Joe telling them to do whatever the hell he wants, there's nothing. They don't have any sense of right and wrong. They're just like, whatever my master tells me to do is correct, right? And they're just serving this guy. All the while, they're destroying themselves. But when you see these little bits of like human, like this brotherhood, they made a steering wheel into a religious symbol, didn't they? Like, when you see this and you see these people and this shred of humanity that's still in them, it's like, man, these people can still be saved. You know, we can still do something about this. Like, weird comparison. The Monstars. The Monstars. The Monstars worked for. I'm about to get in my media analysis bag just a little bit, try to keep it basketball related. But the Monstars worked for Swackhammer, right? They worked for Swackhammer, and the whole job of the Monstars was to make Moron Mountain a viable alternative to was it Looney Tunes or whatever the hell it was called. I think it was like just Looney Tunes. And at the end of the movie, Michael tells them, "Hey, you guys are huge. Why are you guys bullying this guy around? Why is he bullying you guys around?" And they're like, "Because he's bigger than us, but he's not." So at that point, that little power that you have over them is gone. And you're like, we don't have to serve this guy anymore. We are stronger as a collective than this guy has over us. And I don't like Space Jam that much, but I do like that little story that it tells of brotherhood. Side note, Michael Jordan has been in the public eye since 1986, and the most likable he ever was in Space Jam, and that was only for the second half of the movie. I'll just end it with that. But it's like, man, you see these people have these little shreds of humanity, and you're like, we can still save them. But then you see them go back to like, doing whatever they're doing, supporting our glorious president, and just spreading hatred and bigotry and vitriol in the world. And you're like, do I even bother trying to save this person? What J. Cole say? Don't save her. She don't want to be saved. Does she want to be saved? Shit, I don't know. I can only help you as much as you are willing to get. At some point, you're on your own, brother. So to end the conversation, we can't be laughing at Jaden Ivey too much or at all because shit, if that was us in that situation, we wouldn't want people to laugh at us. If that was our cousin or our brother or our mother or our father in that situation, we wouldn't want people to laugh at them. Cause shit, it's all fun and games until it's one of yours. So he's gotta get help. His people need to look him in the eyes and say, go to therapy. And don't go to like Christian, all that, that therapy. Don't go to that therapy. Seek out an independent therapist and actually have conversation with them. Maybe you won't be back in the NBA. Who knows? Maybe you won't be back. Maybe you will be back. I don't know. But do something with your life, You're still good enough to go play overseas. If you don't want to play overseas, then go be a pastor. Go do something. Help your community, bro. They could use you. It's just as simple as that. And that's where we'll end it. The Jaden Ivey topic.
This is gonna be a really funny segue. And I just talked about how I'm not gonna talk about the Jaden Ivey situation. But another person that I think is on a religious psyop and is going on a spiral is Triple H.
Oh, wrestling time.
Nigga.
Wrestling time.
This might be.
This is the first time.
Worst booking stretch I've ever seen in my whole life.
Anybody.
Literally anybody. It's not just like, oh, this is bad Triple H. This might be the worst. I've seen TNA, total nonstop action, book a show better than this. Oh my God. I don't even want to. I'm so unhappy. I told Cam before we started, I don't even want to talk about this.
Well, we have to.
We have to, but I don't even want to talk about it.
We have to because Because in about 2 weeks, we will be in the place to be. We will be in Las Vegas, and we will be mere miles away from WrestleMania as it is happening. And I will have
Now we will be
zero
going.
FOMO. Zero FOMO.
Yeah.
Zero. Remember
I'm
a
sure the
few
matches will be
episodes
good.
ago. Remember a few weeks ago, you asked me genuinely if before the Rumble, if Sami Zayn is in a world title match, will you be going? Like you just straight up
Yeah.
asked me, and I said no.
Yeah.
I said no, I can't do it. I can't support them because I went to Saturday night's main event, but it was tickets from a friend. I did not buy that, and it's also John Cena's last show.
Yeah.
But my God, you see how desperate they are. They brought John Cena in as a host. Bro, you know the ticket sales are bad.
This is one of the worst full year booking jobs I think WWE has ever had since maybe like.
Oh,
I'm gonna be honest.
2020,
I think this is the worst
2018
since maybe. I think even 2018 at least had NXT doing good. This might be like
2011
in between Attitude Era and like New Era bad. Well, it's just kind of weird space.
2008, 2007 ish. Or like,
but even 2000,
or like,
at
no.
least
I would
2007,
honestly,
2008, like
honestly, no. I would say like 2010 maybe. 2000, the game show NXT. This is when people didn't like Cena. This is before Punk really popped off. I would go to this when Batista was about to leave. Yeah, I'd go 2010.
But I'd argue even like the characters are more clear. There was more people to root for, I feel like, generally. Like the stories were bad, but the structure was better.
Yeah, it was.
This just sucks all the way around. Like there's no good
bad.
part of this.
It's just
bad, bro.
And the good parts are on accident, mostly.
Why did you have Carmelo lose clean? Why? What was the point of that?
You know I'm a big Sami Zayn fan. You know Sami Zayn's one of my favorite wrestlers. Maybe my top two, inching into number one, depending on what Punk does for the next few years. But this is the first time I wish he was off TV. I just wish he was off TV. Like, in my opinion, the thing for Sami was world title match or bust. World title match or just don't be on the show. And when the Royal Rumble passed, when that Elimination Chamber qualifier passed, and he was not the world title match, I'm like, just don't be on WrestleMania. Don't do what I think you're going to do. Then he beat Carmelo for the title. And I know what they're doing. Because they're scared to run Melo versus Trick at WrestleMania. Because, long-term storytelling. So they're going to throw Sami in there as a pin eater. And then they're going to have Sami and Trick do a double turn. Because that's the smart thing to do. And then Trick is just going to be male Tiffany Stratton. And Sami's just going to be... Well, what is the Sami Zayn heel going to look like? The people who are booing him because they don't want to see him on TV. Not because they want to boo him. He's getting X-Pac heat by the people that are booing him.
I texted this to you. I might have tweeted this or texted this to you. I know I tweeted it. I tweeted, I think 2 or 3 days ago, and I don't tweet often, that Triple H books shows heels to only have go-away heat because Triple H in his entire career has only had go-away heat.
Outside of 1 or 2 years. Outside of 1 or 2 years.
Outside of 1 or 2 years, he's only had go-away, we hate you heat.
Yeah.
Multiple times over multiple decades.
I genuinely think Triple H thinks the Reign of Terror stuff was good. He thinks it was good.
Yeah.
Like, I don't...
This is a peak. You didn't see how he put over Eugene?
You didn't see how I looked like you didn't see how I looked like a fat baby every time I was in the ring? Look at how flabby I am.
It's so... Like, think about how many people right now have, like, go-away heat. In
Cody's getting there?
Cody's getting there. You have him already. Sami. You have... I would argue that we're getting to that point. If Jay didn't have the drama feud, he'd be there.
Who?
Jay was there early. Jay Uso was there earlier this year.
Dude, you realize that they took the yeet out of Jay Uso's theme song and the Usos theme song. Now they're just nothing now.
Yeah, it's just nothing.
They're just people. It's like
Brock Lesnar.
Like, unfortunately not, but he should. But
yeah, so they have
and it's a shame that that's one of the best builds to a WrestleMania match. That is one of the best builds, the Obafemi and him match.
What Triple H got involved in. This is by the way.
Oh my God, Powerhouse Hobbs. Triple H put himself on TV before Powerhouse Hobbs.
This is why I'm worried about Obafemi losing.
Oh man,
because you just had Carmelo lose clean after being your mid-card champion, putting on good matches with a good feud already set up, and you just dropped the ball anyway. It makes me feel like he's about to just go, Brock Lesnar should win. Let's draw it out to SummerSlam. We'll have Obafemi win at SummerSlam.
No. Brock Lesnar should win because he's the bigger name, and we need the big names to win. That's why.
It's just...
It sucks. I mean, we said this before. WWE is not for us. Who is it for? Who is WWE for? Who is WWE for? Genuinely, can you name a person that it's for? No, I don't know a person that WWE is for. Who wants?
I don't even think the kids would watch this.
No, they don't. No, who in their right mind wants Randy Orton to talk about there's another royal family in wrestling, and for have that person to be Pat fucking McAfee?
In what way is Pat McAfee a part of a royal family? That is the one thing I do not understand.
I tweeted this. Do you think Triple H thinks he's related to John McAfee?
I know that, and I've kind of already settled in my spirit. This is probably like a swerve of some sort.
No, it's not.
But like,
no, the fuck, it's not.
Because I feel like even with how stupid you are.
No, I think they're that dumb.
You made such a big thing. You made such a thing about the family thing that there has to be something else.
No, I think they're just that dumb. And if that's the case, then who could it be? DiBiase?
We're gonna have a DiBiase, Pat McAfee, Randy Orton stable in the big
now,
2-6.
Now, let's just hope. Let's just hope it's not McMahon. Let's just hope it's not him. Because God, man. Fuck. Imagine.
Oh my gosh, this sucks.
And it could happen is the thing. Terrible. It could happen. It could be him. For how stupid they are and how they've slowly been working him back into like being able to be said. Oh my God. Like who and like the Cody promo that Cody cut after where he's like, this is stupid. This is like if the third member of the NWO was Disco Inferno. So you guys know it's bad and you're having Cody come out and say it's bad? But you booked it, though. You can't do that. You can't book something that's bullshit and then be like, yeah, guys, look how bad it is. Look how stupid this is. You made the sandwich, and we have to eat it. Telling us the sandwich is bad does not change the fact that we have to eat it. And you say, oh, stop watching. What? Does this interest you so much that you want us to stop watching so you can have fun in your little sanctuary? Who is having fun right now? Who? Not the shareholders. WrestleMania tickets aren't even selling that well. Who's having fun?
That is the one good thing about them being this bad, by the way.
Yeah, they're not selling. But they're not learning,
They're not selling well.
They're not learning.
But I think that the show's going to go, hey, you better get better or it's going to be a problem. Like,
at this point, bro.
UFC already took a 3-month break for stupidity.
Yeah.
To bootleg.
And they're not doing that White House card. They're not doing it. It's not happening. It's going to Vegas. It's not happening. I'm telling you right now, it's not happening. They're going to do it in Vegas. I put money on it right now that UFC card will happen in Vegas. Remember they promised like 9 title matches and they didn't have shit? Oh, man.
Not a single one.
Yeah. So, I think, genuinely, I think Triple H needs to go. And they're like, oh, but who's going to replace him, bro? Gabe Sapolsky, William Regal, have Punk book some shit. Have Cody book some shit. You have smart, good wrestling minds in there.
I'm being so dead serious with you. They can't be using AI. I think AI would have built a better one than this.
No, honestly, AI probably would have built something better. Do you think
AI would have never picked Pat McAfee? They would have never picked Pat McAfee.
You know what AI would have picked Vince. AI would have picked Vince.
Yeah.
But okay, so actually, genuinely, let me ask you this question. If WWE was being booked by Punk and Cody, do you think it would be a much better product? Punk and Cody behind the reins.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
To be fair, it's not saying much. I think you can put a coughing baby in the headset,
Do you do you,
and
do
we
you,
could probably be
do you
better.
think it would be do you think it'd be a good product if Punk and Cody would book? Because they're good wrestling minds. Do you think it would be good if they would book it?
My fear, I'm gonna say yes, but my fear is that Cody and Punk are both very stubborn people.
Yeah,
Generally,
especially Punk. Especially Punk. Especially Punk. Yeah.
like Cody refuses to like add any edge to himself at all.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like
And Punk is just a white liberal, so you know how stubborn
my
they are.
biggest like complaint about Cody Rhodes, he wants to be John Cena so bad to me, and you're just not.
And the thing is with Cody, you were John Cena for a year and a half. All right, you're not anymore. It is what it is, right? You were John Cena. You were the face of the company. If you lost that title to Drew and then just faced Jacob Fatu at WrestleMania or did something else, I would have no complaints about you. But man, why are you still in the damn main event? Like Cody versus Orton would have been good last year. I don't have much desire to see it this year because I already saw it at King of the Ring and it was good, not great. And as we know, heel Randy Orton is a worse wrestler than face Randy Orton. He just is. He's always been. Heel Randy Orton can get boring at times. As a matter of fact, a lot of the time. Go watch that WrestleMania match with Triple H if you dare. It's boring as hell. So this match isn't going to have that high of a ceiling. People are wearing off of Cody. Cody seems like he doesn't know what he wants to do, and Randy Orton has Pat McAfee on it in his corner, while Cody has Belly Roll in his corner. What are we doing? Yeah, Jelly Roll's here too. Did you forget?
I just don't know. I
Wrestling.
feel like
I
what's gonna
said
happen
this.
is, can I be honest with you? Can I
Yeah.
tell you what I think is gonna happen?
Nay.
I think the swerve is gonna be Vince McMahon. That's what I think it is.
Oh, you
Or
actually like
Shane, or
you.
Shane, one of the two. I legitimately think Randy's gonna come out that main event. Cody's gonna come out. Cody ready to fight like always.
And then you hear no chance in
Interference
hell.
from interference from oh my god, Pat McAfee slash Jelly
Belly roll.
interference by
Yeah.
Jelly Roll, and then Shane or Vince comes in after.
I hope it's Shane. I really wish it was Shane because the other option is
Shane
just.
will be okay. I'd still
Yeah,
be
I fuck with
confused,
Shane.
but
I fuck with
that'd be
Shane.
cool.
If it's Vince, then what the fuck do you? I just think it's very.
If it's Vince, guys, I might dead serious. You might come on the next podcast and see me talking about what TNA did that week.
Stand up for
I'm not gonna
AEW.
lie.
Stand up for AEW.
It'll be AEW
New Japan
and TNA talk on this
and
podcast.
and New Japan, and you'd be watching New Japan
And New Japan.
recordings. Yeah,
Yeah,
man. If it's, I
it's
just think,
terrible.
I just think it's unfair to put your fan base in that type of predicament. You already did it with Brock, but a guy who's currently being investigated, a guy who should be dead right now. Like it's just not good to put your fan base in that type of quarry. Like you're not watching WWE because you like Vince McMahon. I'm watching WWE because I want to see wrestling. I want to see the company that I grew up on, and I want to see what the fuck they're doing. I like CM Punk. I like Cody Rhodes. I like Sami Zayn. I like fucking Kevin Owens, even though he's not there right now. I like Randy Orton. I like Penta. I like those guys. But then you make it a conflict of interest that you already had with Brock, where it's like to support WWE, you also have to support Vince McMahon because he's there. And I mean, I do my part. I pirate the shows. I don't buy their merch. I buy bootleg merch. I do what I can. But if Vince McMahon is literally there, they're gonna sell merch of him probably. What the fuck do you do? What do you do? You can't ignore it. It's right in your face.
Vince McMahon's gonna debut at the end of night one. The tweet after this will be like, "Oh my goodness, the boss is back! Buy his new No Chance in Hell T-shirt at WWE shop right now." It's gonna be so nasty.
Literally,
oh my
bro.
goodness.
I mean, right now, it feels like the two major companies in America are just trying to one down each other as much as they can. AEW brought Jericho back, but the thing with Jericho being back is at least like he'll be on TV for like 15, 20 minutes at most, and I have a whole nother hour 30 of Dynamite that I can watch, right? I can watch Dynamite and not give a fuck about Chris Jericho. Everything WWE is bad. And he's not going to be in the main event. Everything in WWE is I cannot escape the trash. It's like a strip club. I can't escape the ass. I can't.
I want to end this conversation here. I don't think we have much else to say besides just continually.
We'll talk about Vegas a little bit. After this.
Don't you want to do that after the tourney?
Well, I mean,
anyway.
Oh, yeah, sure. Go ahead. Let's go.
Or I was saying either we do it in the tourney because we get slices anyway, or we talk about Vegas in the draft episode.
You just do both.
We could, but either way, I want to say this last thing. It's like this show sucks, and the funniest part about it to me is that this show sucks. They've done an awful job storytelling. This is their most stacked card they've had in a long time.
It's a good card, bro. It's a good card.
It's gonna have so many good matches, but the build is boo-boo butt garbage.
The IC title match. The IC title match is so good, bro. But why is Rusev there? Why is Rusev in that match?
Because they need these big guy spots with.
Mostly. I guess Rusev ain't even been on. I would put Will Hobbs there, but whatever. He's dead. Stephanie killed him after the podcast.
I mean, yeah.
Will Hobbs is dead. Stephanie McMahon killed him after the podcast. Will Hobbs is dead. Stephanie McMahon told him to look at the rabbits and then shot him in the head. That's what they do to black people in WWE. God. Anyways.
End of the stream getting major stream.
I'm dark woke right now. I'm dark woke.
All right. So we're gonna put. Actually, can I be honest with you?
Yeah.
I want to try the wrestling part first and the basketball stuff later. This episode. Are you okay with that?
That's fine. Okay, so let's talk about Vegas. So, how excited are you to go to Vegas? Smile, please. Smile. Do the Joker smile. How excited are you, though? We're going to be meeting up. Jacob's going to be there.
Excited, man. I'm excited. Said I'm
man.
Jacob, man.
Oh, man, I'm excited because this is the first time. This is my second time meeting you and my third time meeting Jacob, actually. So, yes, we've never met up in person. We got a big stacked card that has nothing to do with WWE. Oh, man, I'm looking at this card, and I'm excited. There's a lot of guys that you don't know that you're going to be introduced to. You're going to be introduced to a lot of new wrestling. Some you may like, some hopefully you like, some hopefully you dislike. I'm excited to see how you feel at the deathmatch shows. The MDK. I need to see you at an MDK show, bro. I need to see that. I would just like to observe you during that.
This just seems like not my crowd, man.
You'd be surprised. The crowd is fine. I've been to deathmatch shows. The crowd is fine. Actually, I would say that deathmatch crowds smell less than like WWE crowds. I'm being dead serious. You'd be surprised. They smell. But let me talk to you about some of these matches that we're gonna see at these shows. You're gonna see Gangrel wrestle. How about that?
What?
Yeah. You're gonna see Jack Evans wrestle. Hey, I fuck with Jack Evans. Oh man, this is gonna be fun, dude. You're gonna see Ricochet versus Leon Slater. How do you feel about that?
That's gonna be fire. That is gonna be fire.
You're gonna see Ricochet versus Leon Slater. I know, like as soon as I saw that, I was like, yeah, he's gonna fuck that. You're gonna see Bandito versus Galeno Del Mal, who I haven't seen before, but I think he's good. You're gonna see Masato Tanaka wrestle. You know how privileged you are? How privileged we are to see Masato Tanaka in 2026? And Mark Davis. You like Mark Davis, right?
Yeah.
And then, man, it's gonna be stacked. I mean, I just can't wait. I've been looking for this. I've been waiting for this show to come because by the time it comes, all my assignments will be done, all my work will be done, and I could just chill and watch the show. Oh man, I just can't wait to see how you react to a no rope barbed wire death match. You're gonna be such out of your comfort zone, but maybe you like it. I don't know. Maybe you like it. You're willing to give it a chance, which is all I can ask from you. You're willing to give it a chance. You're not turning your nose up at it.
Yeah, I'll give it a shot. But
you'd rather watch that than SmackDown. Yep.
True.
Well, how do you feel about Bloodsport? By the way, we're gonna go to Bloodsport. What do you think about Bloodsport?
I haven't watched much of it to be I have a real opinion about it. I think it's cool in theory, but I just don't know how I feel about it over an entire show.
Bloodsport is very funny to me because it's what if wrestling was real but not really? you know? Yeah, that's what
it's like WCW going to the top rope type of thing. But it's why?
Yeah, or the Brawl for All if it was fake, which it should have been. Like when I first watched Bloodsport, I was like, "Oh, this shit is real." Kota Ibushi's fucking these people up. Then I was like, "Oh, it's not real? What?" And it's like, "Oh, never mind." Then I was like, "Oh wait, it makes sense that a shooting star knee drop wouldn't work in a real life fight. Never mind." But we're gonna see that.
If it lands, you die. I will say that.
Yeah, but
if it lands, you will die.
Okay. How do you feel about Atticus Kogar versus Hayabusa? How do you feel about that? Now that's gonna be a hell of a match. I don't know what people are. How much you know that? You need to look up Hayabusa, bro. What about the Sandman versus the Invisible Man? How do you feel about that? It's an actual match. The Sandman versus the Invisible Man. And his gimmick is exactly what you think.
The Sandman, ECW Sandman.
Yes, that Sandman.
What?
The Sandman versus the Invisible Man. The Invisible Man is exactly what you think it is.
Interesting.
And then Joey Janela versus Brody Jr., which is just going to be a heartwarming match. I fuck with Brody Jr. He won the clusterfuck last time I was there last year, and he's really cool. And you're going to see the clusterfuck, which is going to be very interesting. But hey, man, we're gonna be stacked. We're gonna have a lot of shows to watch, and then we're gonna meet some wrestlers, hopefully, and it's just gonna be fun. Let's just hope we make it to then. We make it there. Because God knows.
Why would you speak that into existence? Why did you speak that into I'm excited about it. I'll keep my deeper thoughts of what we want to do and every day how we're gonna schedule stuff to next episode. But I'm really excited about it. I'm excited to see you.
Yeah, I'm excited to see you as well. And is this the end of the podcast technically?
We're gonna do wrestling, then this, and then we're gonna do the tournament at the after that. We're gonna have
Okay.
I want.
We will be back. We will be back in 2 seconds.
We will be back.
And we back. It is the next day after we recorded the first part of the podcast, which was current events in basketball and in wrestling. And now it's time for part 2. We actually recorded this originally back in December or early January.
It's January.
Early January, where we basically.
It was a great episode, actually.
It was a great episode, but we didn't end up releasing it because of time constraints. What we did was we put the top 62 teams in NBA history, from 1960 onward, the teams that we have knowledge of, and we're putting them in a best of tournament, as you can see. 64 teams, 32 rounds, and it speaks for itself. So, if you're ready, I'm ready. You want to get started?
Let's do this now.
All right. Start the tournament. So, the 2009 Nuggets and the 2016 Warriors. 4-0?
I don't think it's 4-0 bad. I think it's 5,
it's
4-1.
4-1, yeah.
I can't see what's it called, right?
The what?
The tournament on the stream. I can see it, right?
Oh, I'm streaming the wrong thing.
I was like, I can see that, right?
There, now you can see it. Okay.
Yeah, so, okay, there we go. Yeah.
So 4-1, I think maybe the Nuggets offense could get one game in. And also, I guess Melo could get a game by himself, Melo and Billups. So 4-1, 2016 Warriors. This is really just Hydrogen Bomb versus Coffee Baby.
This is really just a bye week. This is.
This is a seed. This is the closest thing to a seed 1 versus seed 64, I guess.
Yeah, shout out y'all, man. Shout out, hey Nuggets, y'all gave it your best shot, man.
Yeah, you won one game. This is so interesting Because
I don't
talent-wise, the
think it is. I think
2020
it's Thunder in
no,
4. I'm not even
listen.
gonna lie to you.
Talent-wise, the 2021 Nets might take it, but cohesively-wise, yeah. I'll give the Nets one. I'll give the Nets one. I'll give the Nets one. I'll give the
They're gonna
Nets
have
one.
that boy Harden in a torture chamber.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's gonna be so
All
rough.
right. 2021 Clippers and the 2014 Grizzlies. I'm tempted to go with the Clippers because of offense, because you have Kawhi, you have the best version of PG that was there with the Clippers, and you have a pretty good defense. Like that was Kawhi's second best year with the Clippers outside of right now. I'm tempted to go with them. But what do you think?
I guess Clippers. I guess I
I
don't
mean,
want to. I
the
think
way that
it's just
the way that the Grizzlies would take over is on the big man battle because you have Zubac versus Gasol, and Zubac is just worse Gasol, right?
he is his worst
So,
Gasol. That is true.
and then you have who is the power forward on that? Was it Paul George the power forward
Paul George on Zach Randolph is a problem
for
on both
both
sides. We
players?
have big
For both
problems.
players, because
We
if
have
you
a big problem.
yeah, because Zach Randolph is Paul George not doing shit on Zach Randolph in the post, but if Paul George pulls Zach Randolph out to the perimeter, it's barbecue chicken.
I
So
would
I'm gonna
assume
say
though that if
four
we
two,
played the 2021 Clippers, that we would just run zone. And I don't think the Clippers
probably.
have a good enough playmaker to break zone.
So 4-2 or 4-3.
I'll say 4-3 Clippers.
Okay. Okay. Well, who do you have off your bench? Who do you have? Darrell Arthur.
Uh,
Is
Jared
Haddadi still on that
Bayless.
team? Is
Jared
Haddadi still on that
Bayless.
team?
I mean, he probably is, but Ed Davis.
Haddadi? No, no,
Um,
no. Haddadi. Darrell Arthur. Is he on that team?
why did you name him 4 times, man? It's just Darrell Arthur. Um,
I'm wondering. I'm
it's the
thinking.
guy I'm missing off the top of my head. Are we assuming that are we doing
Tayshaun
Tayshaun Prince
Prince.
time?
Yeah, Tayshaun. Yeah, Tayshaun Prince.
So that means that Quincy Pondexter is
Yeah. Yeah. So
available, right?
it would be Conley, Allen, Tayshaun
Okay.
Prince, then Randolph and Gasol versus this is fuck, who is their point guard? Who is the point guard on this
Is
team?
it? It's not Patrick Beverly, is it?
No, no, it might it
Maybe
was.
the Timberwolves.
It was Patrick. No, he wanted the Timberwolves the next season.
Yeah, because my thing is, if you play zone against the Clippers, what are they gonna do? Like,
Yeah, they don't have a point guard
yes,
who
they're
can
like
break it.
good at
So
shooting, but they just don't have a point guard. Unless we're forgetting someone that's very obvious, which is
let me look
possible.
it up. Let me look at it. Because no, Patrick Beverly was on that team. Remember the Sun series where he pushed Chris Paul? He was on that team. Let me look at this roster. So it was Reggie Jackson was on that team too. I forgot about him. Reggie
But I think he was off the
Jackson.
bench though.
He started 43 out of 67 games. I don't know.
Okay,
Partially that was because uh so the lineup would be Ibaka was on that team too.
that was bad,
Ibaka was
Ibaka. We don't care about that.
he was starting on
We are
that
not
team.
moved by 2021 Ibaka. We are not moved.
He started more games than Zubac. Wow. Um
Great. That's worse for them.
so
I don't that makes me feel
so
like we should win. If I'm gonna be
so
honest with
it,
you.
so it would be Patrick Beverly, Reggie Jackson, Paul George, Kawhi Leonard, and Zubac. And then off the bench, you have Serge Ibaka, Nicholas Batum, Marcus Morris, Luke Kennard, Terrence. That's a pretty good bench. And you still have Lou Williams. And Rajon Rondo. Actually,
Hey, Rondo's not playing. Let's not do that.
DeMarcus Cousins is also on that
I'm
team, but
going
he didn't play.
Grizzlies now. After you read that team out, I don't. That's
Let
not
me
gonna
let,
go well.
let me look at the 2014 Grizzlies. 2014 Memphis Grizzlies are Zach Randolph.
Who?
No, not. Why would I start with Zach Randolph?
The reason we're not
Mike
doing 2011, by the way,
2011. What
Grizzlies. Is there a reason we're not doing them instead of this team?
wasn't 2014 the year they made the conference finals?
Can't be because didn't the
Oh,
Thunder beat us?
they made the conference finals the year prior, the 2013 Grizzlies.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Shouldn't it be the year before
You
this?
you, you want to do the 2011 Grizzlies instead? That team won 46 games and lost in the second round. They had Rudy Gay.
I'm just asking, which team do you think is best? Because I
What
feel
team do
like
you think is
in my head I'm
best?
going 2014 is probably like quotation marks best, but in my head I'm going, well,
The 2011
legendarily.
the 2011 team is Mike Conley, Tony Allen slash Sam Young, Rudy Gay, Gasol, and Randolph. But Gasol wasn't the guy he was later on.
Yeah,
So
but you made the conference finals. Either way, I feel like I'm
no,
going with the Grizzlies.
they made the second round.
So which team made the conference finals? What's going on here?
2013, the year before that, the year before 2014.
Okay, so we should do 2013 then. I feel like.
Okay, so that's Mike Conley. Are we doing Rudy Gay because he was traded halfway through the
I
season?
would say we're not doing Rudy Gay. That's what I would say.
Okay, so it's Mike Conley, Tony Allen, Tayshaun Prince, Zach Randolph, and Mark
Zach,
Gasol.
so and the bench is what?
The bench is Jared Bayless, Quincy Pondexter, Wayne Ellington, Darrell Arthur, Ed Davis, Mo Spates.
Mo Spates. Shout out Mo Spates, man. Hey, what's his name used to really be hooping?
Who's that? Who's that? What's his name?
My family. Just,
Who?
just, just being loud for no reason. Just my family being loud for no reason.
We got reset. Who used to be
God,
hooping?
God for. I gotta get out of here, Cammy.
Damn. You know, the funny thing is that I can't hear it, and the stream can't, and the video can't hear it either. But it must be really bad.
Yeah, but it's so overtly distracting that I can't speak through it.
The fact that I can't hear it, but at some point I hear a little bit of it peek through the headphones, I can tell it's bad.
Yeah.
So what do you want to do?
Mm,
2013 Grizzlies, 2021
Give me
Clippers.
say 2013. Let's say 2013,
Okay,
which is basically the same as 2014. And in that case, I would say the Grizzlies win.
okay, so Grizzlies win in 7.
That's what I would say. Now they will be shredded next round. I'm so sorry. This is they will be shredded next
Okay,
round.
so this is
So very unfortunate.
This is 4-1, right? This is
If they could
4-1.
win in 3, I'd make them win in 3.
This is 4-1.
You're wrapped. You're Jover. Yeah.
I think Bill Walton can win them one game against Al Horford, but other than that, get out of here.
I disagree. They're
Funny
gonna
thing
double the
is,
hell out there, man.
yeah, they had no shooters too. They had no
Yeah.
shooters. That Blazers
They're gonna
team,
double the heck out of him.
no
Kristaps
shooters.
on the other side just waiting by the basket.
I
This is
forgot
interesting.
Kristaps is on that team. I'm
This
going
is
'09
interesting.
Magic. I'm going '09 Magic. They have nobody to guard Dwight.
So,
Nobody.
but
And
the
the
Magic have
'09
nobody to
Magic
guard
have all
Curry.
shooters.
Magic have no one to guard Curry.
But I think the Magic was just Dwight and then 3-and-D guys. I think as a collective, they can slow down Curry enough to win the series. Whereas if you compare Dwight, like what are you going to put on Dwight? Kevon Looney, Dwight's eating him alive. And they didn't have many other good big men. They didn't have Bogut at this point. They didn't have Festus Ezeli. They didn't have Mo Spates anymore. Shout out Mo Spates. But I think the Magic take this
I mean,
in 7
I
or
don't know,
6.
man. I feel like Clay's still good. Clay's still Clay. He's not like 2016 Clay, but he's still Clay. Curry, this is the best Curry's ever been.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah.
Draymond's still doing Draymond stuff. He's not at like the offensive peak that he was maybe
I
2 or
think
3 years
I
before
think
that.
the thing that might have
Jordan
the
Poole's
Warriors
actually good.
I think the thing that might have the Warriors win it is that the Magic's best player and best defender is an inside guy, and the Warriors didn't really have that many inside guys. They
Yeah,
had
it's like I don't know
shooters.
how the Magic guard them. Like, do you want Peja running around on Clay?
Peja? Hito.
Or not Peja, Hito running around on Clay?
Courtney Lee, I guess, but even then, not really.
Like that's rough.
I think it's going 7, but at that point, I'd have the Warriors taking it.
Yeah, let's go Warriors. Doc Whitehead, I love it, man. I love it, but we don't gotta talk about this one.
All right, 82 Lakers. Kareem when he was still good. Young Magic. Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry,
Charles,
sons.
you guys get 2 games. Okay, so this series
Oh
did
man,
happen. I mean,
basketball.
it did happen. Technically, it did happen. There's like no
Yeah, it
difference
did.
between the 2004 and 2005 team, except for Memento
Manu was
4.
better.
Manu's better. So in that case, oh, same thing,
Yeah.
same exact thing, same exact thing. Um, sorry, J Kid. Sorry, J
Oh
Kid.
man, J Kid.
One
I'm
actually,
mad,
one.
Shane. I'm
Because
mad,
I'm not gonna
Shane.
lie, that 2014 Spurs team might be better than that 2003. It is better than that 2003 Spurs team. So
Yeah,
yeah,
absolutely is.
absolutely. Oh my
Especially if
God!
Kenyon Martin will shoot so many shots this
Now
time.
this is basketball. Now this is basketball.
This is basketball right here.
Okay. Uh,
Elite
2016,
basketball.
2016 Spurs and 2013 Heat. What are we doing here?
Ooh.
Because
Ooh. Okay.
you have maybe the best LeBron James ever. You have a very good Chris Bosh, but D Wade is being hampered by knee injuries, and you're gonna have to deal with Kawhi Leonard or Danny
And so
Green.
Tony Parker's there still. He's a little washed, but Tony
Yeah.
Parker's still
But,
there.
okay, so
So
the
it's
way
washed
I'm gonna
on
say
washed.
this,
Wade
so
versus Parker.
I'm gonna say that. Do you think the 2014 Spurs are better or worse than the 2013 Spurs? The 2016 Spurs. I think the 2016 Spurs are better because you have a better Kawhi, and even though Tim isn't as good, you have LaMarcus Aldridge.
And I think your bench is better too.
All right, four, two, for one. Hell,
I'll say 4-3. I still really like the 2013 Heat. I still will say like LeBron's gonna push it to 7. I just feel
just by
like
LeBron.
just
This
via
is actually
Bron.
I actually love this matchup. I'm not gonna lie, I love this matchup.
Two
But
niggas that got all free throws. Where's Bron shit?
so
Probably
what Shaq are we getting? Are we getting final Shaq or are we getting regular season Shaq? Because they're two different type
I'm
of
gonna say
players.
we're getting regular season Shaq.
Okay, well we're getting Tyson Chandler against Shaq. Okay, interesting. I forgot it was Tyson Chandler. Tyson Chandler might be able to do just enough on Shaq, and
I feel like Dwayne
the
Wade
team is
can eat
just
them
Dwayne
niggas
Wade.
alive. But I feel like Dwayne Wade might eat
Oh,
them niggas alive though.
yeah, but it's just
Cause
Dwayne
who's
Wade though.
just Dwayne Wade was enough to win the finals against the Mavs. So
And that
you know,
06
like
team that 06 team might be better. No, it's not. The 06 team is not better than
it's
2011.
not
No, they're not.
better, but like they're still good. They still went to the finals. Like I think.
No,
Ooh,
I don't know. It's
ooh,
going 7. It's going 7. It's going 7.
ooh. I'm gonna give it to the
I think
2011 Mavs,
I'm gonna
but I
go with the
don't.
2011 Mavs because I think the collection of offense with Dirk, Marion, Kidd, Terry, that is enough to beat just Dwayne
Naming
Wade.
Marion after naming Marion second on offense is really funny.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. And they had snipers off the bench. They had JJ Barea, Deshaun Stevenson. That Heat bench wasn't that good. So I'm
Heat
gonna go
team is
4 and
that
3.
good.
The 2006 Heat team. I'm gonna be honest. The Mavs should have won that series. The Mavs should have won that series. The Mavs should have won 2006, and the Heat should have won 2011. They should have flip flopped the championships. All right, next. The Sixers. I'm going 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 Sixers. I'm going
I
Sixers.
don't know who else is on. I don't have enough
I
information
mean,
about the night. That's why I didn't want to put him on here. I don't know nothing about
okay,
the niggas.
so it's Billy Cunningham, it's Hal Greer, and it's Wilt Chamberlain, it's Chet Walker. The only guy they literally have the one of the few guys in NBA history who can shut down Jokic. It's Wilt Chamberlain. So I'm gonna go with that. And also, Jokic is not a great defender, especially like not a one-on-one great defender. Wilt's eating him alive. And the Nuggets don't have any other big man who can hold him down. Are you gonna put Watch DeAndre Jordan on him? No, the 67 Sixers win. Also, the year that Wilt led the league in assists, which is fucking insane. I'm gonna go the 2020 Lakers in like 5 here.
Yeah.
Yeah, we get one game. I think not Reggie. I think Jermaine and Ron get us one game, but that was quick. Honestly, it's better than if it was the 1994 Hornets because the 1994 Hornets would get swept by the Lakers. So at least we got one game. All right. 2013 Knicks and 1973 Celtics.
This is so trash.
So
This dude.
So you have a team. So you have a team that won 68 games and won the championship, and a team that got bounced in the second round. But also
To be fair, though,
talent-wise,
yeah, that the talent is just so different.
okay. So you have
Has a
Havlicek versus
1973 Celtics player seen a player athleticism-wise like J.R. Smith?
no. I mean, if it was Bill Russell, then maybe, but no. And honestly, okay. So you have Carmelo versus John Havlicek. I'm gonna give Carmelo the edge there.
Melo giving that boy buckets, nigga. Oh my
Then,
goodness, he giving that boy
but
buckets.
but at the same time, no guard on the Knicks is guarding JoJo White. So
You think JoJo White stopping Jeremy Lin? Like prime confidence Jeremy Lin?
Lynn's not on this team. That's 2012.
Oh yeah, shoot.
Yeah.
It was Raymond Felton, right?
Yeah. JoJo White's giving Raymond Felton buckets.
Ooh.
And then you have Dave Cowens versus Wash Damari Stoudemire. It might get ugly. Cowens was MVP. That I'm going to give it to the Celtics.
Wait,
I'm going to give
Tyson
it to
on this team?
Oh, Tyson was on this team. Wait.
So isn't it Tyson at center, Stoudemire at power forward?
No, it's Tyson it's Tyson and no, I think Melo played power forward in the playoffs because Amari was just so washed.
Sounds possible.
He was.
So I think probably started Iman and JR.
Wait, Chris Copeland? Wait, was Chris? No, JR wasn't starting. I think it was Chris Copeland. I think it was Ray Felton, Iman, Chris Copeland, Melo, and Tyson.
And the bench is like Wash Amari, J.R. Smith,
Pablo Prigioni, old J Kidd.
Yeah.
Steve Novak. Steve Novak. Double check.
I kind of want to give it to the Knicks, man. I don't know.
I don't know because okay, now that I forgot Tyson Chandler existed, I might give it to the Knicks in 7.
Yeah,
I might give it to the Knicks in
7.
Yeah.
I think they got this. That's the only one you're gonna win all year.
Man, that's a sweep. That's a sweep.
Oh, could you not give my boy Kyle Korver one? You not give Paul Millsap
because Kyle Korver, Paul Millsap, fine. Jerry West, Will Chamberlain. Deal with that.
But the volume shooters, they're gonna have one bad game.
Rudy LaRusso. Gail Goodrich, yeah. The Lakers got it. I mean, listen, they called Horford soft because of what he couldn't do against 2015 big men. What the fuck is Horford doing against Wilt Chamberlain?
Yeah, that is unfortunate for Horford, man. You about to get exposed, brother.
You're getting.
I'm so sorry.
You know that
you don't have no faith in DeMarre Carroll, man.
You know that Atlanta, like part of Atlanta, still doesn't like Horford for how soft he was with the Hawks.
Which is funny. In 48,000 years.
All right, next 99 Spurs in 2000. Oh, I like this team. I like this matchup right here. So you have
18 Rockets and 6. Stop playing.
You have the twin. So you think Capella is enough to hold off the Twin Towers?
I think numbers game is enough. I think 3s over 2s is enough. I honestly think that the combination. I don't think Clint Capella's going to stop them.
I'll give them 3.
I think Tim Duncan isn't fully there yet. And think
Robinson's a bit over the hill.
And both of their defensive abilities don't stop anything that they do well.
Yeah, I mean, who are you putting
the Rockets are still going to get the Rockets are still going to get their Harden buckets. You're still going to get Chris Paul getting mid-ranges. You're still going to get
I forgot about Chris Paul. Yeah, Chris Paul guarded by Avery Johnson when Chris Paul is just Avery Johnson.
Because the issue is going to be, yes, they're going to hit a lot of shots, but the moment the Spurs miss a shot, the Rockets are running in their hose. The Spurs are not getting back in time to stop any of those players, I feel like. So give it to me. Give it to them.
Yeah, I mean, Chris Paul is just Avery Johnson, but better at basketball, so yeah.
That's so funny.
07 Spurs and 95 Rockets. So what are we doing? Suns. 07 Suns.
Well, give me Hakeem, nigga. What are you doing?
Sorry, Nash. Sorry, Nash.
You be Keem, nigga. A little bit of Clyde mixed in. Now Hakeem is hoed next round. Hakeem is Hode next round.
Oh fuck
But
no,
hey,
0-4. Yeah, 0
oh,
and
you're
4.
fried.
Are you,
I'm
are
so
you you're
sorry,
kidding?
Kim.
Are you kidding?
That's a bad draw.
That I think that was the best team in NBA history when we last did it.
Now,
So
yeah, that's a bad draw. That's a bad draw right there.
2018 Warriors and 1995 Magic. See, you have the
Ooh,
2018 War. You have KD,
Penny versus
but
Curry.
I think
Nick
Penny
Anderson,
might
Clay.
Penny and Nick Anderson might be some of the best matchups for Curry and Clay that you could get. They can't stop them,
Yeah.
but they can definitely like help on them. But then you have Dennis Scott on Kevin Durant though. So
No, wait. Isn't Donald Royal starting?
no, Dennis Scott. It was Dennis Scott this year. Donald Roy was earlier. It was
Is that not 1995?
1995. That was the year they made the finals. It was
Maybe I'm being debated by the 2K team where Dennis Scott comes off the bench.
no, no,
Maybe I'm
no, no.
being debated.
It was Penny, Nick Anderson, Dennis Scott. Then it was Horace Grant and Shaq.
So Donald Royal came off the bench. That bench
Yeah,
sucks.
Donald Royal and Anthony Bowie. Yeah, that bench is bad.
Tree Rollins.
Old Tree Rollins,
Ooh.
player coach Tree
Ooh.
Rollins. He was halfway
I
a
will
coach.
say this is one of the few like older teams that could make the shift to
Yeah, they shot a lot. They shot a
a
lot of
spacing
threes.
team. Yeah, and this is athletic Shaq.
This feels like the 2009 Magic, just way better. Feels like
I
the
feel you,
2009 Magic, just way.
but it feels like
Honestly,
blasphemy to pick you over the 18 Warriors. Though it
but
feels like
like,
This is
but like,
the most
this is one
talented
of
team
the
ever.
this is one of the times where I can say who the fuck is guarding Shaq. Draymond is not guarding Shaq, not even close. No,
He's
he's
not.
not.
Well,
He's fouling out. He's fouling out.
he's not. But who's going KD?
Do you think that
Mm.
the Warriors attempts to
Is the
guard
center
Shaq?
JaVale?
Yeah.
Is JaVale here?
Yeah. Shaq
Shaq
versus
versus JaVale.
JaVale.
But before the beef
Mm.
starts,
Yeah,
not
before
real
the
yet.
beef, yeah. Well, JaVale knows, but Shaq doesn't.
JaVale has prior knowledge of beef
Yeah, yeah.
before it begins.
Shaq is just like, who is this guy? The guy
Hey
with the
JaVale,
rat
nice to meet
tail.
you. JaVale's like, I want you dead.
Um,
Um,
I
I'm gonna
think
say Warriors in 7.
I think collectively Shaq is a more dominant force than KD though. And honestly, they could just put Penny on KD eventually. I don't
Penny
know.
cannot do nothing with KD, bro. I'm sorry.
He could probably do better than Dennis Scott though.
I mean, yeah, but that's just minimal. I
You
think
can't
the
put.
thing is, I think that the Warriors' firepower is just more,
Okay.
and their bench is better, even if their bench isn't good.
I think if you put this 95
Shaq
Magic
can't
team
play
in
45 minutes for 7 games.
I think if you
You know
put
what I mean?
this 95 I think you put this 95 Magic team in the current NBA, they might win a championship.
I agree. Unfortunately, you out in the first round, but I'm sorry.
Huh. Okay. So I mean, you have the
Two
Suns,
whole
which are
teams.
one especially Hode. One Hode
Yeah, one
in
especially a little bit.
epic. I'm gonna give it to the 2002 Kings. I'm gonna give it to the 2002 Kings because that teamwork that team had. I mean, you have Mike Bibby versus Chris Paul, which I'd argue at that point they were similar levels, like 2021 Chris Paul and 2002 Mike Bibby, who arguably should have been an All Star that year. And then you have Chris Webber versus Ayton, and I know this is good Ayton, but it's still Chris Webber. Yeah, I'm gonna give it to the Kings in 6 or 7. 6 or 7.
I'll say 6.
Yeah. I think and you also have Peja Stojakovic. Yeah,
I'm gonna say
that Kings
6.
team that Kings team was nasty. That Kings team was nasty. That might be the greatest team to never win a championship. That Kings team right there. It might be the greatest team to never win a championship.
2017 Cavs.
Yeah, that team
2021
too.
Nets.
The greatest no, not the greatest team to never make the finals. I can't put the 2021 Nets there because we didn't see them healthy that much. But in terms of what we saw as a cohesive unit, I think the 2002 Kings are the best team to never make the finals. All right, let's keep going. Okay, so 93 Bulls win this in 6.
Yeah,
So sorry,
yeah.
Elgin. Sorry, Elgin. Sorry, Jerry West, but it's Michael Jordan and
Me and
Scottie
Elgin have
Pippen.
forever beef, but shout out you, Elgin.
All right.
Forever beef.
20. Huh.
Ooh,
Okay.
man.
Mm. The 91 Blazers are very good. They're very good.
Yeah.
It's Terry
Bucks in
Porter.
5.
In
Sorry.
6. Bucks in 6.
Drew
Bucks in
Holiday
6.
Drew Holiday going Terry Porter. It's rough. Giannis on the fast break is rough, Shane.
96 Bulls in 2000. Ooh.
Oh goodness.
Ooh.
Okay,
Now,
hear me out.
okay, so MJ's better than Kobe at this point, but who the fuck is guarding Shaq? Luke Long is not guarding Shaq, and neither is Dennis Rodman. So
I want to say who's guarding Pippen?
probably actually not Kobe.
I feel like
Not Kobe.
I want to say 96 Bulls in 6.
Do you think?
Because I
Do you
feel
think?
like
Do you think Pippen? Do you think their hopes of guarding Pippen are lower than the Bulls' hopes of guarding Shaq?
I think they can slow down Shaq. I think they can't slow down Pippen / Kukoc.
Oh, Kukoc as well. Yeah, and that Lakers bench was terrible. So
Yeah, and even like Derek Fisher's not good.
no, he's not. Yeah, he's not. No,
Like,
Derek
it's so
Fisher.
crazy.
Derek Fisher got a whole 18-year career out of just being good in the locker room, which is
Derek Fisher has,
let's ask
I think,
Matt Barnes.
4 of the top 7 worst shooting seasons of a starting player.
He does. He does. And that 2004 season was rough when GP replaced him.
Boy,
98 Jazz. I'm going 2024 Mavs. Sorry, I'm going 2024 Mavs.
We're not letting him pass the first round. We're not letting him get through. Yeah, yeah. We're not letting him get through, buddy. I'm sorry.
All right.
Ooh.
I'm not gonna lie.
Ben Simmons versus Westbrook in the finals. Terrorism versus terrorism. Holy.
They're not guarding Joel. They're not guarding Joel.
I think Ben Simmons is the best defender for Westbrook you could possibly have.
Yeah, and then Ben Simmons
and Durant actually.
And then you have like Westbrook or Durant guarding Ben Simmons. Durant was skinny at this point. Ben Simmons is posting him up, and he could do enough in the post. He could drive.
Harden's on that, but Harden's gonna be on that Sixers, going on that Sixers bench. Crazy, you gonna have him just jumping.
Yeah, but like Jimmy Butler, JJ Redick, Tobias Harris. Nah, that team's got it. That Sixers team's got it. That Sixers team.
They might be the best team to ever win a ring. That might be it right there.
That might be the best team to never make the finals. Actually, that might be the best team to never make the finals. Because they would have. I think they would have beat the Warriors if they got past Kawhi.
Well, that's Raptors in 4, buddy. Sorry. Yeah. Was that 16 or 18? Oh, that's 16. I didn't realize. I thought it was 18.
Raptors in 5.
I'm still Raptors.
Actually, wait.
No. We're not gonna do this to them. No, Raptors in 5. We're not gonna do this to them. No. Don't hold DeMar DeRozan. Come on, man.
Don't hold Ray Allen. Ray Allen and Glenn Robinson.
Man, we're scared of that. Glenn Robinson. Okay.
1971 Bucks and 2000. Okay, so Kareem and I think Kareem
versus Joakim Noah is so nasty. I don't know what he's about to do.
I think Kareem and Oscar got it. Yeah.
Sorry, shout out Bob Dandridge.
You know what? Fuck you, Rick Barry. All right, 2013 like Clippers and 2008 Celtics. I'm gonna go Celtics in
Doc Rivers versus Doc Rivers, by the way.
But this is good. But this is good Doc Rivers versus winding down Doc Rivers. So Doc Rivers when he still had a good reputation. True, and this is what's so funny is a lot of the guys in the 2013 Clippers are just retreads of guys in the 08 Celtics. Big Baby's on that team. I think a few other guys are on that team. So, yeah. 2008 Celtics. 89 Pistons versus 96 Sonics. I'm going to give it to the 89 Pistons in 6 games. Because this was that team that still had Rick Mahorn. And they still had, like, James Edwards. I think Daryl Dawkins was there. Yeah. 17 17 Cavs and 83 Sixers.
Brian tearing them old geezers up. I'm not gonna cap.
But also, who is guarding Moses Malone? Who's guarding Moses Malone, though?
Who's guarding Brian or Kyrie?
Mo Cheeks can guard Kyrie. I think he'll do okay on him. Julius Erving on LeBron, it might get ugly. Old Julius
That
Erving at that.
cross is gonna send that man to heaven.
Old Julius Erving. So yeah, Cavs at 6. 2019 Raptors 87. Sorry, Toronto. I like you guys, but yeah, you guys win 2 games at most. This is the best version of Magic that ever existed. 62 Celtics versus 2025 Knicks. The things Bill Russell will do to Cat. The things that Bill Russell will do to Cat.
But the thing is, Bill Russell isn't like
he's
that
the
much
best
of an offensive like.
I think Bill Russell is good enough on offense to where Cat won't get
Bill
the advantage.
Russell is Mitchell Robinson times 4.
Times 8. Times 8. Times 8.
And he likes black people. So we don't know.
Yeah, so Celtics and 6.
Yeah. Sorry,
Okay.
Knicks. Maybe we might be hating, but I don't really care.
I don't think we are. 2016 Warriors and 20. Oh wow. Okay. So second round matchup. I thought this was going to be like
wrong
this.
to pick Thunder in 6?
Yeah, probably that defense, and they don't have KD yet. Yeah. If this was the 2018 Warriors, then maybe. But yeah,
we almost had the 2018 Warriors lose. By the way, I'm so sorry, Grizzlies. Oh my gosh, man. Hey, y'all had a great run, man. Hey, this will be remembered in history, man. Y'all had a great run. Come on, man. Don't do that to me. Come on, man. That's not necessary. Man.
2022 Warriors and 82 Lakers. Well, the 82 Lakers easily. What the fuck? The 82 Lakers easily. What is Kevon Looney doing with what's it called? Kareem. And then you have Andrew Wiggins on the Warriors. You have Michael Cooper, who is better Andrew Wiggins. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? And then you have Curry. Yeah. Jamal Wilkes is still good too. And then you have Curry, who's guarding Curry? Magic Johnson?
I mean, Magic's not that good of a defender, but still.
Is Curry guarding Magic though?
You can put Michael Cooper on him and it's still gonna be problems.
Michael Cooper on him would probably be ideal. And then you put and then you put Jamal Wilkes on what's his name? On Wiggins.
Oh.
And then you put somebody. You put you put Byron Scott on Wiggins.
Because Wiggins less likely to do stuff.
You put Magic on Wiggins. You put Magic on Wiggins. You put Michael Cooper on Clay, and you put Byron Scott on. And you put you put Michael Cooper on. Who do you put Michael Cooper on? We got to have this conversation.
You put Michael Cooper on Curry.
Okay.
You put Byron Scott on Clay.
And then you put Magic on Wiggins. Okay.
You put Magic on Wiggins.
Because Magic really couldn't move laterally, but he has long arms, so he could do enough.
Yeah, and that lets him. Andrew Wiggins not doing that much on offense. He's not gonna get tired now. We're hooping.
I'm gonna go 2014 Spurs because you have old Manu and you have Kawhi, and Kawhi is just Bruce Bowen, but better on offense and better at everything else.
Prime Timmy D though, and Prime Parker. Maybe not Prime.
But Timmy D and Parker are still on that other team, and they know everything about each other. It's Timmy D playing Timmy D, and it's Parker playing Parker. So they know enough about each other. And 2014, Timmy D was a great defender. I think he could do just enough.
I mean, on 2005 was one of the greatest defenders of all time, but yeah.
But I think he can do just enough to where Kawhi can outdo Bruce Bowen. And then you have the bench of the 2005-2014 Spurs. Gary Neal, Patty Mills, and Danny Green. Yeah, get out. Yeah, no. Yeah, no.
Yeah. You know the 2005? Yeah, Brent Barry, Glenn Robinson. You know what I'm saying?
Anyways.
Come on, man.
4-2. 4-2.
Yeah. Sorry,
Sorry,
Dirk.
Dirks. Sorry, Dirk.
Sorry, Dirk. Sorry, Dirk.
Yeah.
Give me 2020 Lakers. Sorry.
And who's guarding Wilt though? Who's guarding
Who got
Wilt?
Bron? Sorry, Bron's at point guard. I'm so sorry. You got AD. Sorry, buddy.
Oh yeah, you do have AD. You do have
AD, put your boots on, buddy. It's gonna be a rough night, but I think you got this.
No, I'm not gonna lie. The things that Wilt might do to AD. I think.
Well, we can survive it. We can survive that. That's okay. We can survive it.
I think the
AD
Lakers
is one of the greatest players of all time. We can survive it.
I think the Lakers can survive that series. I don't think Anthony Davis can survive that series.
I think he will, and he did.
I think he will. I think the Lakers will win that series, but Anthony Davis will leave in a body bag. Unfortunately.
Yeah, if we did like wear and tear, like from like NCAA, and we put it in this, AD's an all red on all his body parts. I will say that.
If it goes to a game 7,
you take out AD, you put in old Dwight, you put in old JaVale. Still tall people that are athletic, they can still do some stuff.
Wilt is putting them in the basket. Let's be honest.
Okay, they might, but they're still a better defender option than a lot of these other teams have. Okay, it's gonna be Wilt. Wilt's gonna get him his.
I mean, this just reminds me of the '90s where everybody had 2 centers on their roster just to eat up fouls for Shaq. Yeah. 2013 Knicks, 1972 Lakers. I mean, you have Wilt and Tyson Chandler. Then you have Jerry West and Melo. Gail Goodrich. Who do you think wins this?
Give me the 72 Lakers, I think.
Yeah, because again, like their top end talent is better. Like Jerry West is better than Melo. Wilt is better than the second best player. Amari's washed. Maybe if Amari wasn't washed, it would be a better series. But yeah, it's Lakers in 4. 2018 Rockets and 1995 Rockets. Now, why do you think the 2018 Rockets will win this? Just because threes? Because the 95 Rockets were 3-point shooters too.
If we put the 2018 Rockets over the team before this, the 99 Spurs, based off the idea of 3s over 2s, I think that.
But the 95 Rockets can't do everything. But the 95 Rockets were a 3s over 2s team. They just also had Hakeem. I mean, they had.
Give me Rockets in 7. They had Kenny. Give me 2018 Rockets in 7.
I don't know, man. They had Kenny Smith, Vernon Maxwell, Mario
Ellis, Sam Cassell, Robert
Chris Paul.
I'm sorry.
They had a lot of shooters.
Harden. I'm sorry, buddy. So do the Rockets. Sorry.
I mean, Kenny Smith got by guarding Penny Hardaway. So
Penny Hardaway is not the same level of play that Chris Paul is. So
1995 Penny Hardaway was better than 2018 Chris Paul. He was the best center in the league. He was the best center in the league. Best point guard in the league.
Penny Hardaway was the best center. Okay, that's cool for him. But still,
he was the best. Nah, I don't know.
Still, Chris Paul's just better. He's the 3rd best point guard of all time. I don't know what you're trying to say.
2018 Chris Paul though.
He's still Chris Paul. Why are you doing that? What do you mean? He's still putting up 18 and 10. Like I don't know what you're saying. He's still being a good defender and a good shooter.
Penny Hardaway is putting up 21 and 7 while being a better defender.
Shout out to him. He's still worse than Chris Paul. I'm sorry.
I'm not.
And we're ignoring the fact that Vernon Maxwell is on James Harden.
Vernon Maxwell might kill James Harden, so
he might, but he'd be expounded. And James Harden's not a fighter, so he gonna stay in the game. Give me Rockets in 7. I'm not moving. I'm not flinching. High 4. That's stupid.
Wasn't this the main event of the final round of the last tournament we did, and we said the 86 Celtics would win?
It might have been. I want to go Warriors in 7.
Do you?
That's how I feel. I feel like KD versus Bird. They're equals.
Yeah, this is the only guy to
maybe a bit over for Bird, but they're equals. They're equal range.
Bird was better, but it's kind of a wash.
Curry,
Dennis Johnson.
I think Draymond being on McHale is actually very useful. I think that actually would cause a lot of issues for McHale.
The Celtics bench is better, but like
Iggy's still there, I think, right?
yeah, he is.
Iggy's still there.
You have Iggy versus Bill Walton off the
JaVale running the
bench.
floor.
Old Bill. Well, at this point, old Bill Walton was basically JaVale. So
I think he was worse than JaVale. 2018 JaVale was pretty good, no.
he was.
Sorry, Celtics. Sorry, Kings. Sorry about this one, guys. That's a rough one. Sorry about that, guys. Love y'all.
Might even be Kings and might even be Bulls in 5, but I gave him 6 just to be nice. Sorry, Bucks.
Sorry, Bucks. Sorry, man.
Dennis Rodman on Giannis. Yeah, we got that. Dennis Rodman on Giannis. We got that.
I'm gonna get all up in his head.
All right.
You ain't no real freak.
2 and 4. 2 and 4. we're gonna beat Dennis Rodman in a couple weeks too, which is gonna be fun.
Stand in line to meet Dennis Rodman. Oh man. Can't wait to show him my enforcer graphic. I'm so excited, man.
1 and 4. I think Kareem got that. Bismack Biyombo wasn't doing anything on that.
Oh yeah, Bismack. Oh man, Lowry having to guard Oscar. Oh,
this honestly, the 1971 Bucks might be the perfect foil for this team. No bullshit, because this
is the worst possible matchup that isn't named LeBron James.
Because you have Bismack. Oh, Bismack's having a good season. Take the greatest center of all time and arguably his best season ever. Now guard him. Oh, Kyle Lowry's having a really good season. You know, Oscar Robertson. Go ahead. But what is DeMar gonna? But DeMar, you got Bob Dandridge. He'll do just enough on DeMar so that it won't mean too much.
Yeah, Bob Dandridge gonna be okay.
Yeah, Bob Dandridge will do just enough. 28. Well, if this series happened in real life, it would probably be Celtics in 5. So it's Celtics in 5 over the 2008 Hornets. Sorry, Chris Paul. 89 Pistons and 2017 Cavs. Now, what do we do here? Do the Jordan rules work on LeBron? No.
I don't think they do because LeBron's a better passer.
And LeBron's stronger.
I think he's more physical and
he's able
to handle that pressure. Yeah.
Okay. There you go. 2 to 4.
Now here's a question. I think the Jordan rules would work on Kyrie though.
And Isaiah's a great defender, so Isaiah and Joe Dumars.
Hey, Tristan Thompson, Kevin Love versus Rodman and Bill Laimbeer rebound battle gonna go absolutely crazy.
And Rick Mahorn.
That's gonna be some real battles, some real fights.
I think the Pistons win the rebound battle because you have Rick Mahorn, you have James Edwards, you have Dennis Rodman, you have Bill Laimbeer.
I think their offense is more anemic. I think it's hard.
Yeah, it is. It is, and I think 2017 JR was the best defender he's ever been. So you can put him on Joe Dumars, and it's like, okay, he'll slow him down just enough.
Isn't Iman Shumpert still there?
Yeah, he is. So you have 2 options.
Yeah, I think that's but hey, that's a good series, boy.
And you have Richard Jefferson.
Richard Jefferson. All right.
The 87 Lakers versus Kareem versus Russell. But this is prime Russell and about to retire Kareem, so I would give it to Russell.
But I would give it to the Lakers in totality.
But Kuzi's not guarding Magic. Kuzi's not guarding Magic.
Kuzi's fried, buddy. Get that a white man off me.
It'd be like the Magic Johnson that was in Winning Time.
Now we're talking. This is basketball. That's how you feel. Ooh, that's how you feel?
Yeah, that's how I feel.
Those are the 2 biggest ops right there. That's how you feel?
That's how I feel. Listen, I haven't seen. I saw the Thunder get challenged more in the playoffs. I saw them get challenged by John the Grizzlies. I saw them almost lose to the Denver Nuggets, and they would have lost if Aaron Gordon didn't get hurt and MPJ wasn't hurt. And then I saw them almost lose to a Pacers team that was wildly inferior. The only time I saw any team pose a semblance of a threat to the 2024 Celtics was that Pacers team, and they still swept them. And I think that Celtics team, that Celtics team has a ball movement and a shooting ability in them that the 2025 Thunder cannot replicate. The 2025 Thunder were not a great three-point shooting team. Lest we forget, they were not a great three-point shooting team. The 2024 Celtics, though, a great shooting team and a great defensive team as well, which is what the 2025 Thunder were best
My
at.
worry with the Celtics is I feel like they can. The key to beating the Celtics is bothering Jason Tatum enough to settle consistently, which he will do.
I didn't see Tatum settle that much in these playoffs, really.
Yeah, but I'm
I didn't see
saying
him.
put Lou Dort on him, and that might change. Just keep cycling in these tinier guards that just play with aggression.
I think
Dort, Caruso, Wallace.
I think Tatum in this series. I think Tatum in this series would be smart enough to not fall into that trap. And then Jaylen Brown is also playing Finals MVP level basketball, so you have a
We
goal
say
behind
that, but he did it the next year, literally.
Yeah, but it's 2024 though. It's 2024 though.
Yeah, but I'm saying, but it's the same player though. Like it's not like he in 1 year got dumber.
2025 playoff Tatum was way dumber than 2024 playoff Tatum, and same thing with Jaylen Brown. So I'm gonna give it to the Celtics in 7.
Right.
I'm gonna give it to the Celtics in 7.
All right.
Oh man, this is tough. You have Kareem and you have Tim Duncan. But then you have Magic and Tony Parker though.
Give me Lakers in 7.
Yeah. Magic will beat out Tony Parker. Kareem will beat out
Also,
Duncan.
the Lakers bench is doo-doo butt garbage compared to the Spurs. I won't lie about that.
Yeah, but the Lakers' top end is enough. Like, Kawhi isn't there yet, so yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie.
I don't know if I agree with that.
I don't know, because then you have Kawhi on LeBron. You have Kawhi on LeBron, and they're going to
saw Kawhi got LeBron in that year too, and he still didn't win.
In what? In 2016 or what?
In 2020.
Oh, but that was the regular season.
We saw LeBron play Kawhi multiple times. That's a better Kawhi.
2016 Kawhi was the best defensive Kawhi, though. That was when he was Defensive Player of the Year. So
give me Lakers in 7, bro. I'm not gonna
lie. No. I'm going.
Give me Lakers in 7. I think AD on Tim Duncan or Aldridge just like shuts down the post work. Because you got Aldridge in either AD and Dwight, because they're gonna go big. I would have to assume it's gonna be AD Dwight or AD JaVale, and either way, I feel like putting AD on Aldridge slows Aldridge down, reaches him to a halt. And Tim Duncan is too old to really make a big enough difference to me.
So we're not taking into account how wise Tim Duncan is and how much knowledge he might have.
Okay, but LeBron's the smartest player we've ever seen. What does that mean? Mm-hmm. So now we can argue about it still. I'm not saying I don't want you to just pick right because you're saying it. I just feel like in that series, 3.5. In that series, you're in a very tough position if you're the 2016 Spurs, because the Lakers bench is actually good at that point still.
Oh, yeah, it is.
I'm taking the bubble version of the Lakers in my head.
Oh, in that case, yeah. All right, 72 Lakers. All right, 2018 Rockets. Do you think win this?
Yeah, give me 2018 Rockets, man. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. I think the 72 Lakers could adjust to shooting threes, but also in the paint, you have the most anti-3-point shooter ever. So
yeah. Tough one.
So
here we are.
What do you think Draymond can do on Michael? Can he do anything?
Draymond on Michael.
I think that's what the matchup is going to be.
Iggy on Michael? Wouldn't it be Iggy?
I think they put Draymond on him. I think they put Iggy
disagree.
They might put Iggy on Pippen.
Oh, I guess that's true. Pippen is still there. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's either that or you put Clay on Pippen, Iggy on Jordan,
I
and
think it would
pray.
be. Hold
And I
on. I
will
think it
say
would be
that BJ Armstrong, Jordan has to guard Curry. He gonna be tired.
100%. Jordan has to
He
guard
they gonna run them
Curry.
off.
It would be. Hold on. It would be Paxson on. It would be. It would be Curry on Paxson. Then it would be Jordan on Pack. Then it would be Jordan on Curry. But who's guarding KD though?
God, I don't know, man. That give me Warriors. I don't know who's going in KD, man, and they don't have a good enough big. Like Horace Grant is
No, they
making that big
don't.
enough of a difference.
Yeah, he's getting it done. That's where the buck stops.
Well, this is where.
Yeah,
Am
that's
I
where the buck
wrong?
stops.
Am I wrong for thinking
Wait,
about it?
I'll put three because nobody on that team is guarding Joel Embiid. Dennis Rodman's not guarding Joel
Yeah,
Embiid. Sorry,
but I will
Dennis
say
Rodman's
Jordan gonna be
not.
like, "Oh, go ahead, shoot, Ben. Go ahead, shoot. Ben, do
Yeah.
it.
If the Sixers survive this series, Ben Simmons is not surviving it anyway. So I'm gonna go
Ben, do it."
96 Bulls.
But
Yeah, I mean
hey,
we
Jimmy
saw
on Jordan? Question mark. How do you feel about that?
that would be fun. I just don't think Jimmy's talented enough. Unfortunately, he's not good enough. The mentality's
Yeah.
there, but he's not good enough.
Do you think really out here? Yeah, I don't know.
He's not
Yeah,
good enough. I think KG
yikes.
does enough. KG does enough on Kareem to where he doesn't win the series all by himself. And I think the Celtics defense can handle old Oscar Robertson.
Also, guarantee you, KG calls him Lou Alcindor just to be a bad person multiple times.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And this was the year Kareem
Multiple,
converted, so he would hate it
yeah,
even more.
multiple times.
He would hate it
Yeah,
even more. No, you know what he called him? He called him Cassius Clay. That would set him over
yeah,
the edge. Yeah.
yeah. He'd be
That would
hot.
send him over the edge. Hmm.
Hmm. Yeah. Hmm. I think while Kareem is here and it's
Lakers,
all Kareem, I do think
Lakers.
that
It's enough. I think it's enough. I think it's
James
enough.
Worthy on Bron is worrisome.
James Worthy on Braun is worrisome, but James Worthy is a better matchup on Braun than most guys. James Worthy's like prehistoric LeBron. So
Prehistoric. Yeah, we'll give it to the Lakers. Yeah,
I think just enough for the Lakers to win it. I can just do this now. Nice.
yeah. It's almost over.
Um, and we're only on 54 minutes.
Ooh wee. Let's talk about it.
Mm. You know what?
It's
You know what? You know what? Yeah. They're not guarding Kareem. Sorry, they're not guarding Kareem. They're not guarding
yeah.
Kareem. Drew
Kristaps on
Holiday's not.
Kareem. It's some nasty
Yeah,
business.
no. Yeah. That's where the buck stops. And 82 Lakers, I do think they beat the 2025 Thunder as well. I do think because
Yeah.
Kareem on Chet is
Oh boy, barbecue
yeah,
chicken alert.
yeah. He's like,
Hardenstein, come out here.
you ever had these oxtails before?
Let me show you some bright skin
Mm.
buckets. Let me know something.
All right, my bad. File corrupted there real quick, but we were over here. 2020 Lakers and 2018 Rockets. So, what do we put for this? What do we put for this? Who do we say was winning? We said it was a damn. Who
We
did we
said
say? I
Lakers
forgot.
in 7, right?
Lakers in 7. Yeah, because
Yeah.
they don't have anybody for AD. Clint Capella isn't doing much on AD, so we're gonna go with that. And LeBron on Chris Paul. You found your match. You
Paul,
found your
you're
match. Yeah, you found your
Chris Paul, you're
match.
so
If Penny wasn't doing it, then better Penny at everything in basketball will do it. 2018 Warriors and 96 Bulls. Who do we say was winning this? I think
said
we
Warriors in
said
7.
it was the 2018 Warriors in 7, and the reason for that is
Luke Longley got to
because
come out to play.
Luke Longley has to play, and even if he doesn't, they can't run Dennis Rodman at the 5 all night because eventually he has to come out to the 3-point line, and he can't do that all game.
Yeah.
So 4-3, Warriors and Bulls, and then 2008 Celtics and 87 Lakers. Now, I think we said the 87 Lakers because this is more mature more mature Kareem. This is, again, Magic Johnson is Rondo, but better and taller. And they have James Worthy, Byron Scott, and Michael Cooper, and Jamal Wilkes for Paul Pierce and Ray Allen. They'll get enough done. Not the other way around. Great team, though. I'm sure the 2008 Celtics will hate to see that they got this far and lost because they talk about that championship any chance they get.
We were a dynasty.
You'd think they were a dynasty. Yeah. They won one ring and they won one ring and made one more finals. The Miami Heat came up and everybody's like, all right, Celtics. And
they're the same level as the Nuggets.
Yeah. The Miami Heat came up and everyone was like, all right, Celtics, good job. We're good now. Hey, Celtics, we're good.
We're good.
LeBron's here.
Hey, he did his big one when he said, close your eyes. Envision Jordan.
And now envision Jason Tatum.
See Tatum. I don't see anything.
Now you see something. I'll tell you what.
Dude, that's some hatred right there.
I'll tell you what, though. If Tatum comes back from that Achilles injury and the Celtics win the championship, you can't say shit about him. Like, actually, you can't say shit about him.
Nothing.
No. He's a legend. He's an NBA legend. And he's probably a top 7.
Delegation's going to be up another 100.
Is he a top 75 if he does that? He's a top 75.
Top 75 now.
Yeah, he's better than Dave DeBusschere. And so is Dwight Howard. Dwight Howard's the only guy I saw who got left off top 75 because they think he's annoying.
That's over. But they put a pedophile on there. Okay.
They put pedophile, and exactly. They need to stop associating with him. Oh my god, dude. Nobody likes him. Like, dude, even fans from the 90s, they don't like Karl Malone. They don't fuck with him. Not even because of the allegations, because he just had no sauce. You know?
Yeah.
Well, what was that one dunk that he always did? What was that? What was the dunk? A hand behind the head?
Come on now.
He had a pedophile-ass dunk package, too.
Yeah, and they got a sick dunk package, bro.
Okay, so 1982 Lakers, I'm going to give them over the 2020 Lakers because, again, AD, you've met your match. Kareem's not falling for any of that. And also, you cannot guard Kareem in the post. This is the great, like, MVP level Kareem? Fuck no. And this is Kareem when he would actually, like, call you a bitch? Hell no, yeah. This is peak. Dude, 1982 is, like, peak I don't like white people Kareem. If you've read, like, his autobiography and if you watch, like, Winning Time, he did not like white people at all. He would look at Alex Caruso and say, remember when Charlemagne asked Little Dicky, what have you done for the Black Lives Matter movement? He would ask Caruso that.
Why did he say that?
Kareem would ask Alex Caruso that. Yeah, why did he say that? So what have you done for the Black Lives Matter community? And then Lil Dicky Lil Dicky's answer was way worse. I'm not a cause-based person. What do you mean?
What? Excuse me, sir?
Yeah, he said I'm not a cause-based person. I don't know what the fuck that could mean.
What is bro talking about?
1982 Lakers over the 2020 Lakers. And now we have 2018 Warriors versus the 1987 Lakers. I'm going to give 2018 Warriors in 7 because this is older Kareem. And even though it's Magic on Curry, who the fuck is guarding Kevin Durant at this point? It's going to be James Worthy, but also the Kareem advantage is not there anymore because he's old. But here's where the Kareem advantage does come in. And this is where I think the buck stops for the 2018 Warriors. You still have James Worthy. You still have Michael Cooper. You still have Byron Scott. You have Jamal Wilkes. You have Kurt Rambis. You have all those guys who can guard big men and wings. You have Magic on Curry. You have Kareem, who's putting JaVale McGee in the deep fryer. So, hey, pay attention. The greatest team of all time, at least matchup-based, is the 1982 LA Lakers.
Which feels weird, but makes sense.
It makes sense because if you look at top-end talent, who is guarding prime Kareem Abdul-Jabbar? Very few people. And then you have just enough wing defense to guard the best of the best on other teams. And then you have Magic fucking Johnson?
Yeah.
It's enough.
I
That's
wonder
enough.
how in the last one that we did, we had the 86 Celtics, but I wonder how that happened.
Where did the
Because
86 Celtics lose? I have to go back.
they lost in the first round, I think.
Did they? No, they didn't. No, they swept the 2025. Oh, yeah, that'll do it. I think we changed our
Yeah.
minds. We changed our minds.
Yeah. I think
We
we said
changed
we
our
couldn't be
minds.
this way anymore.
Yeah.
So we couldn't
But
let this slide.
the 1982 Lakers and a very worthy team. And we'll just look
Oh,
at the
good job.
roster. We'll just
Good job
look
with
at
that
the
pun there.
roster of
Good job with the pun. I like that one.
of the apparent greatest team of all time. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at this roster right
Eddie
there.
Jordan.
Eddie Jordan. Kareem, prime Kareem. Well, not prime Kareem, but very good Kareem. Jamal Wilkes, Magic Johnson, Norm Nixon. Mitch Kupchak is on this team.
Hey, shout out Mitch, man. Hey, chill out, man. 14 points per game.
Michael
Man.
Cooper, Bob McAdoo, Mike McGee, Kurt Rambis, Mark Landsberger. Again, they did just enough. They did just enough to beat out the 1980.
Hey, man, it's a game about matchups.
It is the game about matchups. I mean, if you look at this, 4-0, 4-0, 4-2. Fair enough, right? Fair enough. Hey. That's a better record than the 2018 Warriors had in the playoffs. They almost lost to the Rockets. Oh, remember how shameless? No, actually, we were so shameless in the last video where we put the 2018 Rockets over the 2018 Warriors. Remember that? Yeah.
And you know what? We should have done it again.
Yeah, we should have done it again, but they lost either way. Satan loses at the end of the day. And this is the greatest team that didn't even win 60 games. But matchups matter. Matchups matter,
bro.
But
did we sell?
No, we didn't sell. We didn't sell. No, I don't think it was bad. Because, I'm still taking them over the 2018 Warriors. I'm sorry. But until next week, and I'm going to put us in the forefront of this right now. Until next week, we'll be back, and we're actually doing a mock draft. We're doing a mock draft of, the first 20-something picks of the 2026 NBA draft. I still got to work on my board. I'll be fine. But right now, actually, the Final Four is currently happening. Let me look at that. UConn's beating the shit out of Illinois. Okay, so I didn't miss much.
Sounds about right. Sounds about what I would have expected.
I'm gonna go to somebody's house right now and watch Michigan versus Arizona very soon. I'm excited for that
game. Lose for my bracket.
I'm excited for that game. But until next week, around maybe next Monday, because this will come out on Monday, hopefully, if he gets it edited in time and I get the thumbnail ready. Honestly, it takes me more time to get the thumbnail than it takes you to edit. And that's because I never get to the thumbnail. That's the thing. I'm because when I do the thumbnail, it takes 15 minutes. The hardest part is going through the video and finding funny poses that we're doing. That's it.
Yeah. And my thing is I go in, when I edit, shout out, it's just my editing tips with Grizz, by the way. Because we're recording through Discord.
He's gonna edit the vlog too.
I am. That'll be a lot harder to do, though. But because we're editing through Discord, what I'll do is I'll take the clips. This one we're doing 2 separate ones to splice together. But because we've ended recordings in the right time, it should be fine. Where I think I do the auto enhancer for podcast voice, or depending on if we're super loud, I'll do radio.
Okay.
Because it's more punchy. It's a more punchy voice, and it cuts out a lot of the excess kind of breathing and the excess background, and then I'll bump it either up or down 3 decibels.
Yeah.
And then that's kind of it.
Okay.
What takes a long time is the exporting and all that, actually.
We'll talk a little bit about what just happened. So, one more thing. Austin Reeves, injured.
Some niggas is so hoed.
It's over.
Salute.
It's over.
You're going to love Cleveland, Brian. You're so
salute.
Brian, you're going to love the Brooklyn Nets, buddy.
Go hard on them dudes. Salute. Everybody's doing what they got to do.
Brian, you don't love the Grizzlies next year, buddy. It's gonna be great.
Oh no, he's not doing that. He's not eating his own. Well, actually, honestly, for the good guy thing that he has, he might do it. He's like, I'm doing the city of Memphis a favor.
He's one of the few teams. He's one of the few teams that have the money.
Yeah,
give you $80 million.
No. I think the only team that LeBron is accepting a pay cut for is the Cavs and maybe the Lakers. The Cavs just so he can do the farewell tour going home thing, and the Lakers just because it's convenient.
That's a mine, and then we head out.
Yeah.
You think you're taking a pay cut to play on the Knicks?
No. And honestly, I don't think that the Knicks would be interested. I don't think they'd be interested at this point.
This is after they trade McCallum Cat.
That team's not good enough. That's not
the point. He don't got a place to play. He's trying to get on the court.
God, is 2027 LeBron James
good enough?
Is 2027 LeBron James struggling to play? Is he going to have a CP3 ending? No,
it might be because no one has money. That's the problem. And the Lakers probably not going to bring him back.
I think if push comes to shove, he'll take a pay cut to go somewhere. If push comes to shove, because
Dallas Mavericks.
That would be funny. That would be fun, actually. LeBron mentoring Cooper actually be fun.
LeBron at point guard for his final year, mentoring Cooper.
Yeah, that'd be a good team.
Oh yeah, honestly, we're so back.
I mean, we might be in store for LeBron James's last playoff series ever if next season has anything to say about it, and it's going to be a 4-game sweep against maybe Kevin Durant and the Rockets.
Second best player is DeAndre Ayton in a playoff series.
Remember when we said the Rockets? Remember when we said the Rockets are hoed? They might not even win a series. Now they're hoping they get the Lakers. They're hoping they get LeBron.
Start trying to lose to get to the Lakers, bro.
Yeah.
Spurs, you think we can get there?
I mean. Listen, the Wolves are sweeping them. 100%. The Wolves are sweeping them.
100%.
And the Rockets are also sweeping them. As bad as the Rockets are, it's just LeBron James. And it's not even great LeBron James. And it's not even great LeBron James. It's just good LeBron James. It's just good LeBron James. So.
I hate to end on such a bad note.
But it's gonna be fun next year because LeBron's the type of guy who I could see just holding a sweepstakes for every team, just put their money on the table and he goes to sign wherever he needs fit. The decision way worse.
Two sponsored by FanDuel.
No, the decision 2 sponsored by Kalshi. Actually, they need more props. After the Luka MVP run failed.
Sponsored by Hennessy.
Also,
we drinking LeBron tonight.
We got ending our day with the king inside us. But I will say one thing, and this is selfishly, and this is going to sound like me being a piece of shit. I hate that SGA made the 65-game requirement. I hate it. I didn't.
Why do you hate that? That's so hateful.
I wanted Wemby to win the MVP so bad. I wanted Wemby to win the MVP.
That is indeed very hateful. Jeez.
I wanted him. It's because I'm not gonna lie. I just want somebody other than I just want somebody other than Derrick Rose to be the youngest MVP of all time. Sorry. I just want somebody other than Derrick Rose to be the youngest MVP of all time. And if you ask me, Wemby right now is better than Derrick Rose was in 2011. But I'm telling you right now, Shea, Jokic, Luka, y'all had 1 year. If Wemby hits that requirement next year, it's over. That's MVP season next year for Wemby. It's gonna be Wemby. He might win 5 in a row.
Yeah.
And you know what? Out of all the teams that I want to win the championship, I want the Spurs to win the championship the most. I said it. The Spurs are my hopeful pick to win the championship. Because they're just so cool.
My hopeful pick is the Timberwolves. I'm tired of this. It would change how Rudy Gobert is viewed. I'd like to see Ant do it.
Unfortunately,
it changed how Julius Randle's viewed.
Unfortunately, the Timberwolves are now the 2000 Suns of the NBA, and the thing is that the 2000 Suns got fucked over by injury. The Timberwolves just aren't good enough. They're just not good enough.
They got messed over by the second apron.
Yeah. So the Suns got fucked over because of Omari getting hurt, then because of Robert Ory, then players getting onto the court. The Suns, the second apron. And that contract that you gave Nas Reed, which is not good. It's not a good contract.
You don't point that out over trading 2 firsts for Rob Dillingham?
Trading 2 firsts for Donda Academy's finest. Have you seen how he holds a pen? Have you seen how he holds a pen?
Academy's finest.
Like this. He holds a pen like this.
I don't know how they even were accredited.
Remember we had that conversation about Jaden Ivey and how some people needed basketball to work out?
Yeah.
Rob Dillingham, come to the front. Rob Dillingham, come to the front.
You might. Hey, man, we need you, bro. I'm not going to lie.
Oh,
anyway,
man.
That's it for us.
That's it for us. And stay tuned for the Vegas vlog that is coming soon on both my, Jacob, and Grizz's channel. It's going to be a combo upload.
Oh, yeah, we're so back, Shane.
Wait until we get into WrestleCon and I tell Jacob to record and I just yell towards Road Dogg, "It wasn't your fault! It wasn't your fault!" I'm actually going to do that, so just be ready. I will do that.
Why do you have to embarrass me? No.
I will do that.
No,
I will do that.
No.
I'm not gonna yell it, but I'm just gonna go to Road Dogg and just be like, "It wasn't your fault, bro. You got scapegoated." I'm gonna do it.
That's so
I'm telling you right now. At the end, I'm telling you right now, I will do it. I will tell Road Dogg it wasn't his fault.
Road Dogg's like, "Yeah, man, they held me."
He will though. He's gonna be like, "Yeah, I know, brother. I know, brother.
Yeah, Paul Levesque hold me. Yeah.
He will though. He will. I guarantee you, he will. And you know what's so funny? Maybe it wasn't his fault. Maybe it wasn't his fault.
Maybe it wasn't.
Maybe it wasn't his fault. What if he saw the writing on the wall and dipped before everything got worse?
He said, "TKO getting all your hands in my business. Triple nose is trash. Get me out of here."
Yeah. And he's like, "Oh, I thought I didn't like black people. Triple H is doing me up one."
This is crazy.
Like at least I had Melo win the U.S. Championship. This is insane. No way.
Nobody hates a black nigga getting it out the mud more than Triple H does. Holy, bro.
Again, he probably thinks what he did to Booker T was good and smart booking.
Hates Ahmed Johnson. Hates that nigga with all his spirit.
Hates Ahmed Johnson. Hates Farouk as well.
Probably hates Mark Henry, but couldn't say it.
Oh, absolutely. You don't remember the blackface? What X-Pac had on?
I bet, boy, they lucky Mark Henry's a nice guy, man. He's a swell fella.
He hates the fact that The Rock isn't fully black, so we can't hate him enough.
Yeah.
He likes that The Rock is black enough to where he can do blackface, but he doesn't like that he's not black enough to where it's not really bad blackface.
Yeah.
Because if you've seen the clip, the picture of him doing blackface as The Rock, it's very subtle. It's very subtle. And then
it's like
see
tan.
Yeah, it's tan. But you can tell what he's doing, though. You can tell what he's doing.
Yeah.
Like, bro, I didn't know you could do blackface to a racially ambiguous person. I didn't know that. That's a first for me. That's like if you do blackface on, like, Tyrese Halliburton or something. Or, like...
Yeah, what are you real serious?
Who's a racially ambiguous person? Like a black guy that... Vin Diesel. It's like if you did blackface as Vin Diesel. Hilarious.
Family. Everybody's like, what? What's going on? Why is this guy just doing blackface and saying family? What's up with him?
But on that note, hopefully this podcast will be out by Monday. Hopefully by the time you're watching it. It was a pretty good podcast. The first part was actually great. Second part was a bit low energy, but we got it done. We got the greatest team of all time. But until next week, and until Vegas, we will see y'all.
Better than the 2026 Grizzlies. Darren Peterson, get ready to learn, buddy. Get ready to learn, Glorilla, nigga.
Cameron Boozer,
get ready to learn.
You know what? Cameron Boozer, get ready to learn Long's Donuts and Rob 49.
And guess what? Because we're gonna have Magic. The Magic gonna lose out. Hey, Yexel, get ready to learn 3-6 Mafia, buddy. You're coming here. Sorry.
I mean, better that than get ready to learn 30th in dead last in education in America. You know which state I'm talking about. And until then, until next week, we
Give
will
us an
see y'all
A&W Sugar
soon.
Can. Shout out us, man. Shout out A&W.
Take care, y'all.